Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. Welcome to my beach room. I'm so excited for today. We've got a lot going on today. Today we are going to be talking all about your symptoms in your body and what these symptoms actually mean in terms of what tissues, organs, and glands are weakest in your body. We're going to be talking about how to strengthen your body, how to not be afraid of a diagnosis from the doctor, most of whom don't know what's going on with you and will say, we don't know what's going on. Autoimmune disease. Take some immunosuppressants. We're going to be talking all about that. So come on into class. I am Berns. I'm your Dr. Morse certified detox specialist. And today I am so excited. Come on in, drop your greetings in the comment section in the live chat. And if you're watching it on the replay, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know that you are here, getting great value. Give me a thumbs up later on if you are excited about this topic. Give me a thumbs up. Are you excited to go through Dr. Morse's beautiful list of his health questionnaire? I hope you're excited because this, for me, was one of the things that helped me feel so much better. I mean, I'm not going to lie, in the beginning, it was like, oh my God, everything is wrong with me. What the hell is going on? But once I kind of settled in with that, I kind of realized that, oh, okay, wait a minute. Okay, all right, I got a lot going on. Okay, at least I know. And at least now I can, go into my healing work and my detox work, knowing that number one, it's going to take a little while to get up and running with my healing. But number two, more importantly, I'm finally, for the first time ever, dealing with the cause of my dis-ease, my multiple diseases in my body. And I feel confident understanding what certain symptoms throughout my body mean in terms of my overall health and well-being. So welcome. I'm so happy that you are here. I'm so excited to show you the slides that I have worked on for today's class. This is going to be a good one. So come on in, settle in, bring your notepad, take some notes, get a pencil and paper, whatever you need. Also know that this entire questionnaire is in our Facebook group. It's in our Facebook group, The Real Juicy Detox. The link is in the description of this video. So make sure to come on over and make sure to check out what we are doing in the group, because we've got all of these beautiful resources here for you. Usually every morning I bounce on the rebounder, but I want to get right into this because this is going to be a really meaty topic. So if you are rebounding at home, knock yourself out, keep going. I will rebound later, but today we're going to dive right in as soon as I get through greeting everybody in the class. So we're going to start actually with Amy. Good morning, Amy. How are you doing? Chrissy is in the house. When do you guys get the CT scan back, by the way? I was thinking about you guys and hope that you guys get that result back real soon, because that can be a little bit unnerving, right? Good morning, niece. Oh my goodness, how are you guys doing today? Rockstar is in the house. Good morning, Juicy family. Good morning, my darling. How are you? Niece says, I'm so excited for today's class. I am too. Yes, I'm excited, says Amy. Good morning, Rockstar, says Amy. Good morning, beautiful people, says Sheila. Good morning, darling. How are you? How was your sleep last night? Did you sleep well? Yes, Dottie, I know you slept well. Good morning, everyone, says Lisa. Good morning, sweetie. How are you doing? Good morning, Amy, says Rockstar. Doris is here. Good morning, Berns and everyone. Yes, I'm excited about the questionnaire. I'm super excited. Really, really excited to get into this with you guys. Gabriella is here. Happy Friday. Oh my God, I didn't come here all week. I know. Hey, man. So glad that you are here. So glad that you are here. Welcome back to class. It came back, no bleeding. Awesome. That is so good. So good to hear. So I really do want to jump right in. So let's do it. Let's do it. So the health questionnaire that Dr. Morse has put out is really helping us understand what our symptoms are and where that is related to in the body in terms of our tissues, organs, and glands. So let's dive right in. The first one, oh, by the way, I needed to move this over a little bit, like a soul. There we go. Is that going to work? That's going to work. Okay, so here we go. So this is the first section. So it's broken up, the health questionnaire. I don't like how that is a little bit too crooked. There we go. The health questionnaire is broken up into these different systems within the body. So these are the symptoms that you can expect to see in your body if you have a thyroid or general thyroid glandular issue. Cold hands or feet. And by the way that we would answer this questionnaire is, there's another section on the side, but I didn't want to take up space, for the slide. So the little bubbles that you would fill in on would be to the right of this, of these questions. And you're going to indicate whether you've experienced any of these things, unless otherwise indicated, currently, in the past, or not applicable. You've never really experienced these things. So cold hands or feet, frequently cold, difficulty warming, cold but burning inside. And let me know if you guys have experienced any of these thyroid issues in the comments. Cold but burning inside, easy to gain weight, hard to lose it, irregular heartbeat or arrhythmias, headaches and migraines, easily irritable, overweight, low energy, you're always tired, right? Goiter, Hashimoto's, Graves, or Rydell's disease, or a family member with any of those diseases. And how much do you sweat? Low, medium, or excessive? So those are, for me, I check the box on almost all of those things. Yeah, in fact, I might even check the box on family member with goiter, Hashimoto's, Graves, or Rydell's disease. I don't know what my mother's thyroid condition was. She's no longer living, so I don't know. But that is, for me, a lot of these things, a lot of these check boxes I check. How do you heal the thyroid gland? If this is you and you're looking at this and you're going, oh, that makes so much sense. How do you heal the thyroid gland? Well, the thyroid gland, like all glands, you have multiple of the thyroid symptoms, says Carrie. Yeah, a lot of people do. And, we struggle with these things. And then we also try to address things like overweight from a point of, well, I'm going to eat less calories and work out more, or I'm going to starve myself. And then I'm going to, all of these crazy, I'm going to do keto diet. Yeah, because you can lose weight on keto. You know what I mean? Not realizing that doing something like a keto diet is going to put excessive amounts of protein in your body, which will shut down your kidneys, which is usually the first sign and the first cause of any of these problems, right? If you can get your kidneys opened up, and this is true for all of the symptoms, all of the issues in these health questionnaire, if you can get your kidneys opened up, if you can get your adrenals turned on, and if you can get your lymphatic system moving and emptying out the debris that is backing up all the way to your pituitary gland, your head, which controls your thyroid, if you can get all of these things under wraps and cleaned out and healthy and healing, then you can heal your body. Good morning, Joyce. So glad to see you here, darling. Niece says cold hands and feet with Raynaud's and headaches and migraines, always feeling tired in the past. Yeah. Prissy says frequently cold, migraines, overweight, easy to gain weight, hard to lose it, low energy. Same thing for me. That is something that I am definitely healing in my body. And I'm having a warm flash right now. I'm glowing. I am glowing. I'm glistening. I am glistening. Thyroid is healing, right? Thyroid is healing. So it's all good. Yeah, Carrie says, I have multiple of the thyroid symptoms. Yep. Thyroid, Amy's raising her hand. Thyroid as well. Sleep score was 86. Oh my gosh. Good job, Sheila. That's awesome, babe. That is amazing. So moving on to the parathyroid, and the parathyroid glands sit right on top of the thyroid. And these are the things that really deal with calcium absorption, connective tissue. So this is going to make sense why these are the symptoms that point to parathyroid. So let's look at these. Are your fingernails ridged, brittle, or weak? And usually, by the way, if you have a weak thyroid, you usually also have a weak parathyroid. Jared is here. Okay, let me take a little break. Let me take a little break from the class. Jared, it's your birthday today. It's your birthday, my friend. Oh my goodness, 42 years young. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jared. We are so blessed to have you in our community. Welcome to the group. Oh my goodness, you are going to have such a beautiful, powerful, healing year. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jared. Everybody, let's give Jared a big, juicy happy birthday wish. We are so glad that you are here, Jared. You know what? This is going to be your year, my friend. This is the start of your best year ever. You're going to be healing your body. You're going to be having such a renewed sense of life, preparing one day for your family. Yeah, one day preparing for your family by getting so healthy and all cleaned out. We are so happy that you found us, and we're so happy that you are here. Way to go, way to go, way to go. Terry is also here. Sharon gets cold feet. And let's get to the birthday wishes for Jared. Chrissy says, happy birthday. Amy, Jared, may this time around the sun be the best. Happy birthday. That's a great greeting. Good morning and happy birthday. Hi there, Lila. So glad that you are here. Welcome back to class. Niece says, happy birthday, Jared. Oh, Gabriella, tomorrow is my mom's birthday. Happy birthday to all the Pisces out there. Happy birthday to your beautiful mom, Anna Christina. Oh my goodness. Tell her to come to class tomorrow. I'll sing for her too. Terry says, happy birthday, Jared. Aw, happy birthday, Jared. Hope this year is one of your best. Yes, indeed. Thanks, Berns and everyone. You're so welcome, my friend. I'm not a singer. You may have noticed that when I sang to you, but I do my best. It came from the heart. It came from the heart. Dora says, happy birthday, Jared. Happy birthday, Jared from Rockstar. Lila, so good to have you back, my darling. Thank you. Glad to be here. Glad that you are here as well. I'm seriously still glowing from that little warm flash that we had. Carrie says, happy birthday. Aw. Happy Bliss Day, Jared from Sharon. Happy birthday, Jared from Nancy. Thanks for holding space for us. Oh gosh, babe, you're so welcome. I'm so happy to be able to do this for you. And Sheila says, congrats on another revolution around the sun. Beautiful, beautiful. Jared! Like a little mini birthday party. Okay, so let's get continuing talking about the parathyroid gland and parathyroid weakness. So again, the parathyroid glands sit right on top of the thyroid gland, and what affects the parathyroid often affects the thyroid. So we are talking about fingernails. Are they ridged, brittle, or weak? Do you have varicose veins or spider veins? Hemorrhoids or prolapses? Because remember, all of these symptoms now are starting to deal with sounded just like a hummingbird. Oh, Jared, you are too kind. I don't know about that, but okay, I'll take it. I'm not calling you a liar or anything. That's my insecurities. So connective tissue issues, right? Connective tissue issues, collagen, leaching of bones. You might see all of these symptoms if your parathyroid is weak. And again, strengthening your parathyroid gland is the same as strengthening any other tissue, organ, or gland. Diet with the fruit protocol, getting your kidneys opened up and cleaned out, and hopefully, preferably also strengthening and supporting with an herbal protocol. But here we go. Muscle cramps and legs tire easily. Is your bladder strong? Do you have a few leaks, or is it flat out weak? Do you have any hernias, any aneurysms, low bone density, low calcium? Because again, remember the parathyroid gland, when your body is highly acidic, your parathyroid gland, which controls calcium utilization and calcium use in the body, it will pull calcium out of your teeth and out of your bones if you are too highly acidic. Not from the fruit juice that you are drinking. Okay, that is not why you get cavities. No. When you start a fruit protocol, it is going to highlight for a little bit where you're weakest. And that is where we get things like that. Low bone density, low calcium. osteoporosis, scoliosis, kyphosis, and lordosis. So any curvature, front ways, back ways, sideways, twisting of the spine, all of that, low parathyroid functioning. Mental health challenges, depression, PTSD, OCD. Yes, so we know that especially for women who are wanting to go ahead and start a family, it is so important to get your parathyroid gland up, because the high acid hit on the body when pregnant is going to mean that you're going to leach more calcium out of your body. Your parathyroid gland is responsible for all of this, and is also the controlling factor with mood disorders and mental health disorders. It's mental health, but it's chemistry, right? It affects our mind, but it's our chemistry that's happening here. So we see that women who have really weak parathyroid glands also suffer from extreme postpartum depression. So we need to really be careful with that, especially if you're planning on having a healthy life, number one, and having a healthy life after having babies. So if any of you out there are thinking about starting a family, or you have kids who are thinking about starting a family, you want to really help them heal this part of their structure. Spinal deterioration, herniated discs, bone spurs, and do you bruise easily? So like for me, like with the thyroid section, I hit a lot of these on the parathyroid. And I again want to reiterate that when we are going through this list and you're seeing like, oh my gosh, yes. By the way, put your hand up and let me know, do you also, especially if you had suffered with any of the thyroid questions or symptoms, do you also have any issues with a low parathyroid? What are you noticing about what is coming up here for you? For me, my fingernails are both ridged. They're not too brittle anymore, but they are a bit weak. I've got spider veins and varicose veins. Have had hemorrhoids in the past. Muscle cramps, not so much, although last night, oh yeah, that's not true. Yeah, muscle cramps sometimes, although I can stand on my feet for long periods of time. My bladder, it depends, my bladder is sometimes a little bit weak. I don't think I've ever had a hernia or an aneurysm. I got low bone density for sure. Definitely suffer with arthritis. That's another thing that is within that whole low bone density factor. I have all kinds of twists and turns in my back. I know that. My back is kind of messed up. And I definitely bruise easily. So the first time that I saw these symptoms, and for the first time to get clarity about which gland in my body is responsible for that, number one, I felt a little bit overwhelmed. So if you're feeling overwhelmed as I go through this list, I want to let you know that that is super normal. Oops, I forgot to plug in my phone. Give me 1 second. There we go. So where was I? So yeah, if you feel a little bit overwhelmed, understand that that is really normal, right? It's really normal to finally take full stock of what we've done to our bodies, right? We're not used to really looking at this from this kind of perspective. So the first thing that I want to let you guys know is it's normal to feel overwhelmed, all right? The second thing I want you to know is I felt after a short period of time like comforted to at least know that, hey, you know what? Looks pretty desperate right now, but at least I'm properly on the road to healing the actual cause of what is causing all of these things, instead of just assuming that, oh yeah, I'm getting old. Yeah, varicose veins. Yeah, getting old. Can't lose weight anymore. Can't, like, having trouble maintaining a decent weight. Yeah, it's menopause, right? It's menopause. No, it's not. Those are just diagnoses that the doctors want to give you so they can prescribe medicine for you. But when you sit back and you stand back and you understand what is going on, what is the weak tissue, organ, or gland, how do you heal that from the cause, reducing the acidity, removing the toxicity, repairing the weakened structure? Because remember, all of these symptoms, all dis-ease in the body is caused by the same thing. It may show up differently in your body based on your raw materials that you came with, right? Your structural weakness that you might have inherited from your mother or your father, or somebody back in your genetic line, right? Also, the acidity and the toxicity also causes damage to the tissues, organs, and glands. So the good news is that we have a way now to understand everything from a global perspective, and understand that when you're seeing any one of these things, then you got to get to work. You got to get to work. All right. So let's see this. Yes, ridged fingernails and brittle, varicose veins, hernia repair when I was 6 years old, bruise easily. So there you go. Strong indication, strong indication. Joyce, yes, parathyroid for Joyce, parathyroid, 2 hands up for Amy for parathyroid. Chrissy, weak nails, hemorrhoids, muscle cramps, strong bladder. That's good. That's good. Lisa, yeah, definitely relate to the hemorrhoids, says Lila. Weak nails, hemorrhoids, my bladder is mostly strong unless I sneeze. And you get the muscle cramps, and she's laughing at the, yeah, yeah, been there. So isn't this pretty cool? Okay, let's move on. This is so cool. I love that we are starting to really see things from a global perspective when we're going through some of these symptoms. So even if you just check off even one of these things as we go through each one, then, you know, if you're checking off a whole lot, then definitely when it comes to writing up or deciding on what protocol should I use for herbal, then you definitely know. You know, it's like a lot of the thyroid and parathyroid checklists that you're checking off that, yep, I got that. Oh, I got that too. Then you might want to support yourself a little bit with a little herbal support. So we'll talk about that later. Can hernia heal without surgery? Absolutely. Absolutely, Salish. And by the way, welcome back to class. So great to have you here on such a regular basis, my friend. Yes, so everything that you are seeing here, when you go in and you repair something with surgery, but you don't change your diet, what do you think is going to happen? What's the common sense fallout down the road? Yeah, let's say you have a hernia and you go and you get it stitched up, which is fine. If you feel like you need to do that, go and have your hernia repaired. I'm not saying not to get medical attention. I'm just saying understand that if you are going to heal the hernia, to truly heal it, or to heal the body so that you don't get it coming back, then you have to heal it from the cause. What is causing the parathyroid to go down? If you can get to the cause of something and turn something around from the cause, then you can heal it without surgery. Surgery only deals with the symptom. Surgery only deals with the symptom. They removed my stomach 90% because I had a tumor on it. They did not, and I did not know about it, and the doctors certainly did not know about it, but they didn't know to tell me to change my diet. In fact, they told me to eat more red meat and more organ meat because I'm anemic. That's how they wanted me to prep for surgery for last spring. Thank God I got a hold of this information, and I've taken a different route. So everything in the body can be healed without surgery, because when we have surgery for something, are you dealing with it from the cause? Are you dealing with it from the cause? You're not. You're dealing with it from the symptom. You're treating the symptom. And with traditional naturopathy, we do not treat symptoms. We deal with and we go after the cause, and we turn the cause around so that we can repair. Hernia is connective tissue becoming weak, and muscle and structure pushing through that weakened connective tissue. So you want to strengthen the organ and the gland and the glandular system that is responsible for strong connective tissue, so that you don't have any prolapsing, you don't have any, bulging out of the muscular wall. That's why we get hemorrhoids. It's the same thing. It's like, can you heal a hemorrhoid by having surgery? It's debatable. Can you relieve some of the excessive swelling and pain? Yes, but a better way to deal with that is to go after the cause and deal with it from the diet perspective, the lifestyle and general perspective, which includes diet, it includes mindset, it includes meditation, as is the case with all of these conditions. Great question. Yes, me, says Rachel. Yes, yes, me too, babe. Me too. Me too. Hey, Greet, so glad to have you in class. Good morning, Berns and Co. Happy birthday, Jared. Yes, indeed. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And David is here as well. Good morning, all. Hi there, David. Happy life anniversary, Jared. Absolutely. Aw, Jared, you are too sweet. You are too sweet. You are too sweet. All enjoy the Pisces new moon. Time to seed the new beginnings. Yes, my friend. Yes, indeed. New beginnings, indeed. David says, I think it is related to diabetes also. I have some of that. My whole urinary system is messed up, burning all the time. So whenever we have burning anywhere, that is acids. Acids are burning your system. So you definitely want to continue to work really hard on getting your alkaline medium in, your alkaline food. Right now I'm drinking navel oranges. Oh my gosh, so good. You know, this is one of my favorites, right? It's all right. It's not that great, to be honest with you. I got all these beautiful navel oranges at the grocery store last night because I had bought from there, actually Walmart. I bought them there 2 days ago, and they were amazing. 5 tops oranges to get a liter. These ones were all dried out. Disappointed, but it's okay. It's still good though, but you know, it's not the best. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about the pancreas. So if you have slow digestion, if food passes quickly through you, you get diarrhea frequently. You have, and that, by the way, is not like when we have like loose bowel movements when we're detoxing. That's not what we're talking about. That we're talking about on a regular basis. That is just how you have a bowel movement. It's loose stool. Acid reflux, heartburn, or indigestion, undigested food in your stool, other than corn. It's pretty normal for corn to not digest in your stool, but undigested food in your stool, if you're thin and you have difficulty gaining weight, and if you have a lot of moles. This also points to the adrenal glands. But pancreas, remember, the pancreas deals with the digestive enzymes, and it also deals with the insulin regulation. When we have a high acid meal, by the way, fruit does not actually require insulin to digest and to utilize its simple sugar, because it is simple sugar and it doesn't require insulin to break it down. But definitely let me know in the comments if any of you suffer from any of this, because the good news is that if you do, the pancreas being so close to the kidneys is going to be one of the quickest and easiest organs in the body to heal. And oftentimes we hear this happened with my dearly departed brother-in-law. Yeah. Pancreatic cancer. Pancreatic cancer is actually the easiest. And remember, cancer is just dead and damaged tissue. Remember, that's all that cancer is. So if you have really acidified your body, if you've really damaged your kidneys because of a high protein diet, then your pancreas is very likely going to go down really quickly. And the good news behind that is that we don't need to be afraid of this diagnosis of cancer, of the pancreatic cancer. It is actually one of the easiest things to heal because of the proximity to the kidneys. Think about it. If you have an issue in your toe, how far away is that from your kidneys? If you have gangrene in your foot, that's big. That's a big, that I got some serious kidney failure issues going on there. So think about how far away, the further away on your body a condition exists, the longer it is going to take to drain and to heal that lymphatic fluid, to drain that out and to heal that part of the body. It will and can be done. You can do it, but it's just going to take longer. The good news is that the pancreas, being so close to the kidneys, are going to start, once the kidneys start opening up, and that it is then a proximity question in terms of cleansing and detoxifying, cleaning out, and then regenerating. Because remember, you can't regenerate an organ, tissue, or gland unless it is first cleaned out. So this is a good one to really Yeah, to really work on getting healed. Chrissy, heartburn for Chrissy. Yep, undigested food in stool, uh, uh, difficulty gaining weight, and I think slow digestion too. So, hey man, the good news, Lila, is that you're doing everything with this protocol. Are you on the protocol? Are you doing a raw protocol or juicing or living food protocol? If you're doing that and you can maintain that in between your juice cleanses, I'm telling you, it's going to go a long way. When you really look as well, when you really look at how many things that we really do have to get down to work and get busy healing in our body. The only way that we're going to do this is not just with a 10 or a 14 or a 40 or 100-day juice fast. You've got to look at this as what are you doing in between your juice cleanses? Very important. And that, guys, that is why I focus so much on doing this as a lifestyle, So yeah, you'll get this. Yep, Lila. Yep, you'll get it. You'll get it for sure. Carries moles. Yes. Yep. Acid reflux, heartburn in the past. Not so much now. That's good. Yes, because you're healing the body, right, niece? You're repairing. You're being very mindful of the acid versus alkaline that you're putting in your body. You're doing the work, and things are starting to ease up. Your symptoms are starting to relieve themselves because you're healing this from the cause. You're healing it from the cause. Beautiful. I have acid reflux and moles. So there you go, pancreatic weakness. So insulin is not required to break down simple sugars. Great way to defend this lifestyle to those who say it can cause diabetes. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. In the sugar and carbohydrates class, Amy, I did go through it. I did talk about how it is the conversion, it has to do with the conversion of the excess carbon molecules into carbonic acid and the way that the body works completely at that whole process of dealing with excess carbon molecules when we eat complex carbohydrates. That is what invokes the insulin response because it is a very high acid experience in the body. So when we drink and eat, and by the way, when you start consuming fruit juice, it starts the digestion and absorption process directly through the cells of your mouth, through the lining in your stomach. It is a lot easier on the pancreas, and it's just direct energy. It's direct energy that the body can utilize immediately because of the simplicity of the chemistry of it. So absolutely. I posted a video on my profile page a little while ago about a study between that Harvard, I think, did on the impact of different types of food with different types of sugar indexes on food utilization. It was really good. I'll try to find that and post it, share it again to the Real Juicy Detox group. But it was really, really helpful. And yeah, that's why people with diabetes can heal their body on a fruit protocol. And really, that's the only way that any diabetics that I've ever worked with have been able to get off of their diabetes medicine. Yes, ma'am, 100% raw fruits, sometimes cucumber and avocado. Awesome. Good job. Good job. Also taking the Dr. Morse herbs. Perfect. Just keep going with it. Consistency. It is going to take time, especially when we have a lot of things to heal in the body. Very insightful about insulin, simple sugar thing. Never knew until now. Go and watch the sugar and carbohydrate class, you guys. That is listed in the masterclass playlist here. And that playlist is in the description of this video. So go and check that out. Let me move this for 1 second as I go through the comments. I can't tell you how many people tell me I will get diabetes from my juices. Aggravating. Yeah, you know what? The less people you tell, the less people that are going to aggravate you. Just keep on doing your thing. Keep on getting healthy. And as people come and start seeing how healthy you're getting, they're going to be asking you questions. How are you looking so good? How are you looking so vibrant? How is your skin glowing so much, Joyce? And you're going to say, it's just this little detox thing I'm doing. As you wouldn't be interested. No. Tell me, I'm interested. What are you doing? What are you doing? Because you're looking like younger, you're more vibrant, You're more energetic. Like, what are you doing? I need to do that. No, it's okay. You wouldn't like it. It's too much fruit juice. So, you know, you got to just become the living example of this truth. And then people will, it's undeniable. It's funny enough, surprisingly enough, Joyce, there are a lot of people that I know that think I'm crazy. Yes, they do. Not one of them ever comments on my Facebook stuff, ever, because it's undeniable. It's undeniable. It's undeniable, right? So become the living example of the truth, and you won't have to worry about, other people, telling you that they'll get diabetes. Meanwhile, if you look at what diabetics eat, oh my God, right? Any diabetics in here? David, give us a little rundown of what you've eaten throughout your entire life. What's your thing? It's usually, and I'm not centering out David in a negative way at all, because a lot of us have done it. I will put my hand up first. I'm surprised I wasn't diabetic, although who knows, maybe I was pre that as well. My grandmother was diabetic, very good likelihood that I could have eaten myself there as well, right? Yes, right, Joyce? Just become the living example of this truth. Just become the living example of this truth, right, Sharon? What are they going to tell you, right? If you're a diabetic and you do this because you understand how chemistry works in your body, because we've broken it down for you and it's really simple, if you do this, you will be able to titrate off of your medication and never have an issue with diabetes ever again. It is because of the food that we put in our body. And most diabetics will eat a lot of fake sugar, which is extremely cancerous and toxic for you. Go watch the sugar class, the sugar and carbohydrates, because I went through all of this and why. I broke it down really simply why. But most diabetics are going to eat all of the crappy acid forming complex carbohydrates disguised as low glycemic, but it's still full of crap, full of artificial stuff. They're usually sugar babies. They're usually high on the sugar factor. Lots of white bread, lots of pasta, lots of cookies, lots of ice cream, lots of sugary food. But don't eat fruit, because that'll give you diabetes. Okay. All right. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. Chronic loose stool, extremely thin, trouble gaining weight, Charlie horses, varicose veins on ankles and feet. Yeah. So you got your work cut out for you, right, Jared? But the good news is that it's super easy. Oh my God, it's so easy. All you have to do is stick with it. You just have to be consistent. Come to class every day. I'm here every day to support you guys, as you know. Stay focused on what's really going on with your body. Type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, is the cells starving to death because they cannot get the energy. Fruit juice saves the cells from starving. Absolutely. David, beautiful. And we know that fruits have the highest electromagnetic energy on the planet. So if you want to live an electric life, you have to have an electric diet. You have to focus on what is the most energetic input that I can put into my body that has the least acid forming residue in my body. And guess what? Guess what qualifies? Guess what comes in at number 1 on that level? Fruit. It has the highest electromagnetic resonance at 8,000 to 10,000 angstroms of energy compared to, where is my book? Right here, always close at hand, my Dr. Morse Miracle Source book, Detox Miracle Source book. But in terms of energetic output of food, I'm going to do this up on a nice chart for you guys. So fresh raw fruits is 8,000 to 10,000 angstroms. And angstroms is the electromagnetic energy of food, right? The electromagnetic impulse, the pulses that food give off electrically. Everything is vibration. You guys know that, right? This is all a vibrational experience that we're having. And depending on where we vibrate, that allows us to see matter in form. electromagnetic energy is rated in units called angstroms. And when we look at all of the different foods and where they fall, this is how it falls. Fresh raw fruit, 8 to 10,000 angstroms of energy. And by the way, it takes a person with cancer. If you go into a cancer ward and you look around and you see the energetic of the people sitting in that waiting room, the energetics of those people are extremely low. I know. I used to go to a cancer hospital every 3 months, 4 times a year. And you can see it. They're depleted energetically. Not only are they really stressed out about, their diagnosis, and not only are they being pumped full of chemotherapy acid, but just their energetic vibration is low. And they've been measured at having approximately 4,500 to 5,200 angstroms of energy. So if you're on a low energetic frequency in your body, you're going to be more susceptible, and more the next logical result of low energy is dead, damaged cells, because you cannot have life in your body if you're consuming death all the time. Vegetables, fresh, raw, 8,000 to 9,000 angstroms. So those are also high on the electromagnetic energy scale, which is great. Milk, fresh and raw for children only under 2 years of age, 8,500 angstroms. Vegetables, cooked, 4,000 to 6,500 angstroms of energy. So remember, I know it's hard to get into all raw kind of lifestyle, but got to keep in mind something here, guys. If you are cooking your vegetables, you are removing about half of the energy from that vegetable that you could be utilizing in your body to rebuild. Vegetables are really good for rebuilding. They've got bioavailable amino acids, the building blocks, the actual blocks, not already structured in a house like protein, like meat protein, but broken down, bioavailable, available for the body to use, right? Available for the body to use. So milk, pasteurized. This is the energy of, by the way, that was the energy of healthy foods. This is the energy of toxic foods. Milk, pasteurized, 2,000 angstroms of energy. Cheese, 1,800 angstroms of energy. Refined white flour, 1,500 angstroms of energy. Cooked meat, 0 angstroms of energy. Now you might feel energetic when you eat a piece of meat, but that's a chemical and a stimulant type of energy. It is not a dynamic cellular energy, which is what you're going for. You're a dynamic cellular structure, baby. You may as well eat dynamic and electromagnetically structured food, right? Right? The human, on average, just to wake up and smile, you require 6,500 angstroms of energy. So you have to remember that the food that you eat is very much related to the energetics that you feel. Very interesting. I was watching, oh, sorry, Dottie. I almost dropped that book on Dot. I was watching, we've been binge watching the Costa Rica experience, and I was watching one couple, they go house sitting around the world, and they were in Costa Rica, was watching them, they were on a flight, blah, 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 in the airport, and they, beautiful couple, man and woman, and the dude, like energetic, big smile all the time, like big energy, and so beautiful, and they had a breakfast meal of these egg breakfast sandwiches. No word of a lie. 20 minutes later, he is just about falling asleep, and they're blaming it on, oh yeah, he was up all night. And meanwhile, I'm just like, wait, hold on. I rewound the video and I watched it again. And sure enough, it was that meat sandwich, because that egg burrito, because before that, he was fine. He was like, he's been all throughout all the videos. He eats that, and 20 minutes later, and they literally said 20 minutes later, he is down for the count. It was so brilliant to see that. I was like, oh, damn, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Joyce says, my father is a diabetic and it's killing him. He still thinks fruit juice will kill him. Well, you know, God bless him, Joyce. All you can do is hope. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody came here to heal their bodies. That's how you have to look at it. And you got to love people where they're at. You have to love people where they're at. Yeah, I watched both of my parents really decline in health, and not knowing this information at the time, but having other information that I at the time believed would have helped them. They weren't interested. So you got to just love them where they're at. You have to understand that everybody is on their healing journey, right? And or not healing journey, but everybody's on their journey. It is hard to see our loved ones suffer, and when we know that this is something that can really help them. Yes, I just downed a 32 ounce of juice in 5 minutes of grapefruit, orange, apple, and grape. It was delicious. Okay. And I see that you asked something down here. Mostly citrus juices. Am I going too fast with the detox? Oh. Mom completed her third day today. Jasmine. Oh my gosh. Yes, Mom. Woohoo. I am so excited about that. Yes, Sharon says, yes, lovely, Jared. Jared, the only thing I would say to you is don't guzzle your juice. Don't guzzle your juice because it's electric. You might overwork your electrical system a little bit. Don't stay close to a bathroom if you're going to do that, because you might find that all of a sudden your bowels are going to kick in, because remember, a bowel movement is an electrical experience. It's an electrical and neurological, and the neurons, it's an electrical functioning, the brain, the neurons, it's an electrical event. So when you put all that electricity in your tummy, don't be surprised. Stay close to a bathroom and sip. Make sure to do some sipping instead. All right, sip that juice. Sip it. I know it's tempting, and it's just moving that light a little bit closer. Just go easy. Mom completed her third day today, mostly citrus juices. Am I going too fast with her detox? No, babe, no. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. And she will know herself, Jasmine, if she has a lot of detox symptoms. Have you guys watched Detox 101 and Detox 102, babe? You want to go watch Detox 101 and Detox 102, because those are the ones that we really broke down what to expect. What are the detox symptoms that you might experience? Keep me posted, Jasmine, and let us know how it's going. But I think that's fine. If she's enjoying it, if she's loving it, oh my gosh, Mom, you're doing it. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited. David says, very poor diet growing up. Beans, hot dogs, meat, pizza, bacon, sausage, sad. Standard American diet most of my life. College years, worse, adding coffee, soda, and pop. That's what gives you diabetes. That's what gives you diabetes right there. I don't see any fruit in there. No fruit. How come you have diabetes though? Because you didn't eat any fruit. Could it be that this is what gives people diabetes? You're doing it now, David, and that is the thing to be proud of, because it's pretty hard to change a diet on a dime, isn't it? But here you are, you're doing it. You're doing it, my friend. How do you deal with family members that are eating all the sick foods and will not change and keep on offering you what they eat? Yeah, well, how would I deal with them offering me what they eat? I would just say, thank you so much. I might try that. Thank you. It looks delicious. Oh my goodness. Thank you for offering. I'll pass though. That's how I would deal with that. And how do you, like I just said, you cannot force anybody on this path. This might not be their path, and you have to respect them and what their path is. I have a lot of people in my life that could really, really benefit from doing this. They're watching. I know they are. They're watching. They're here, and you just gotta go with the flow, man. You gotta understand that everybody's on their own journey, that just like how you don't want them pushing their path down your throat, they don't want you pushing yours down their throat either. So just love them where they are. Be the living example of this truth. That is the only thing you can do. The only way you can influence anybody is not by telling somebody what to do, but by showing them how what you're doing is having a positive effect on your body. And then if they're even in a frequency level that they can receive that information, because not everybody is. People are in a vibrational frequency that where they're afraid of eating fruit, but they're going to eat the other kind of diet. They're going to have the pizza, the beans, the hot dogs, the bacon, the sausage, the coffee, the pop, the sweets, the chocolate, the junk food, the popcorn, the chips, the you name it. That's where that's where we were at for a long time, right? I was there. The frig, man, up until June 1st last year, I was right in that frequency too. I couldn't see it. All the dairy, all the ice cream, all the cream in my coffee, I couldn't see it because I wasn't at that level where I could see it as yet, right? It's not that I didn't hear about it. It's not that I didn't know about it. I've been in the health and wellness field for almost 20 years and an educator before that. I'm a smart girl. I just wasn't able to see it because I wasn't at that level of frequency where I could see the information and interpret it as something that I could do and take on as my healing journey. Not everybody is at a certain level where they can see this information. And it's not because they're a bad person. It's not because they're not smart, not intelligent. It's just not what they are able to perceive as yet. So, keep on being the living example of this truth. That's all that we can do. Good morning, RM. Good morning. Just getting on. Energy focus. Love this topic. Yes, baby. Yes, we are getting it. That's wonderful, Jasmine. It truly is. Hey there, Dyke. Oh my goodness. Welcome to class, my friend. You're brand new, at least commenting. So glad to see you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for this Q&A that you do. You're so welcome, my friend. I am a 58-year-old male. I've been diagnosed with diabetes. I have a hiatal hernia, which I am working to manage it. So the best way, instead of just working to manage it, you can start on your journey to heal these things in your body from the cause. Instead of just treating it, dealing with it, managing the symptom, go after the cause, man, and you won't have the symptom anymore, right? If you stop putting in the toxic acid forming food into your body, and if you get working on eliminating the existing toxicity, acidosis in your body, get that out of your body by getting your kidneys filtering, getting the bowels opened up and clearing out properly, getting your skin opened up so that you are sweating properly and so that you're having a dynamic system of elimination, then you're going to heal all those other things, because all of those other things are caused by a backup of toxic waste in your body. So you're doing it. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. David says, when I got sick with fibromyalgia, I moved to a more keto diet, but had to be careful. Bread and cereals triggered acid. Well, bread and cereals were acid. And a keto diet, there's nothing that is more destructive to the kidneys than excessive protein, and animal protein at that. Oh, baby. That will shut down your kidneys in no time. When your kidneys are shut down, it's a domino effect. You can't get your acids and your toxicity out of your body via your kidneys, which is what they're meant to do, but your kidneys are so shut down and all your peeing is clear, and your doctor is telling you, oh, clear urine, that's a good thing. Oh, you got sediment in your urine, you have a bladder infection, kidney infection. Oh my God, stop listening to these doctors that don't know what the hell they're talking about. Start listening to Dr. Robert Morse, who knows what he's talking about with over 50 years experience, helping people heal, truly heal, not some experimental BS, truly heal their body, right? Right? And now you're doing it. Got to be careful with this keto nonsense. I was a diabetic, no more hemorrhoids, kidney stones, stomach cramps, leg cramps, lots of moles, silent reflux. All right. Varicose veins, spider veins, very weak bladder. So yes, so you're healing your body as well, Nancy. You're doing it. Jasmine says, thank you, lovely Sharon. We got a lot more to go on you guys, the class in here is always so dynamic. I frigging love you guys. We're 3 slides in on the health questionnaire, and we're going to continue that in a second. But I want to see what we've got, excuse me, going on here in the comments first. I just got on your live program due to work. Any suggestions? I must have missed other information. Yes. Fruits, melons, and berries, Dyke. Fruits, melons, and berries, baby. Fruits, melons, and berries. I have an entire playlist linked in the description of this video. So after you watch this video, go into the masterclass playlist, and I've got I've done over 350 videos since October. All right. Like this, question and answer, all live. Some are not, some are pre-recorded, but they're 6 minutes long. But I've done over 350 live Q&A classes ranging in length from 1 hour to 6 hours long. I'm not kidding you. But the 6 core masterclass classes to get you started on your journey in the description of this video. And you want to check out Detox 101 and Detox 102. They will get you started the fastest. I think they're 2.5 hours in length, but packed, jam-packed with information, student questions that I answer live, just like on here. Make sure, by the way, if you're watching this and you're brand new to my channel, subscribe to my channel. If you're watching it on YouTube, Dyke, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and make sure that your phone notification is set to receive YouTube notifications, and you'll see whenever I come live, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends, 10 a.m. I come live. So make sure to stick around because we got a good thing going on here. Before this class, I lived on baking soda drinks, burning overall down. Pain meds, not necessary first thing in the morning. Oh man, David, that is incredible. Good for you. Good for you. Sometimes I can go to 6 p.m. now before I need the pain medication. For me, it's hard affording enough fruit to eat it all day. I need good lentil recipes. Well, you gotta pick your fruits really strategically so that you can eat as much fruit as possible. There are some good lentil recipes. You can go on YouTube and search for them, but you're doing the majority of the work when you're cleaning out your body and you're keeping it raw. You can go into some of the vegetables instead of having, oh, excuse me. This is my detox symptoms coming up because I drink so much citrus. I'm coming to all of your questions. Hang on. Did I get that? Check out YouTube. 7 years ago, says Nancy, excuse me. 7 years ago, I had my last kidney stone operation. They said it was as big as a golf ball. Biggest one I ever saw. That was not fun. Scoliosis, like swelling, hurts to stand on my legs for long. But I'm going to fight with juices. Yes, you can do this. Remember, you're not fighting anything. You're not fighting anything, babe. You're not fighting these diseases. You're not fighting anything. No, you're healing with juices. You're easing back into proper alkalinity in the body. When you have a kidney stone that big, that is major acidosis. Remember, acids make things agglomerate, stick together, calcify. Definitely your thyroid and your parathyroid are really, really weak. You pull and you leach out all of this calcium mineral in your body from your bones, because that we are our largest source of calcium in the body. Our largest mineral in the body is calcium because it's in our bones. And when you're so acidic in the body, by the way, if you have acid reflux, what do you usually do? You pop a few Tums. What is Tums? It's calcium. The body's calcium buffering effect, governed by the parathyroid gland, is going to pull calcium out of your bones and your teeth, Remember, you got all those tooth issues, and your sister does too, right? You're going to have all of that calcium being pulled out of your bones in order to cool down the high acid in your body. Number one. Number two, your kidneys cannot filter out that all of the calcium deposits that it's pulling out of your bones to cool down the acids. Your kidneys can't filter that out because your kidneys are shut down because you've had all the crap that we've eaten in our lives, shutting down our kidneys. And where does all of that sediment go? It just conglomerates, it sticks together, it hardens. That's the role of acids. It's a really interesting thing that doctors, medical professionals don't know this. What they're going to do is they're going to cut you open and take out the kidney. And by that point, that's your only course. Well, you got to remember what tissue you cut into becomes damaged tissue now. And you further impair the functioning of your kidney because you've just had the doctor cut into it. How's that going to help you with kidney filtration? Your kidney filtration goes down on a regular basis. You're going to lose your kidneys. You're going to be on dialysis. We have people in the class, Mandy, who's in Australia, and Wanda. Both of them were told, you're going to need to go on dialysis. You might want to go home and make final arrangements, Mandy was told. And she was like, fuck that shit. I'm going to start a juice cleanse. And she, within 6 weeks, completely turned around her need for a dialysis. She went back in. The doctors couldn't believe that it was the same person. So you absolutely need to take this seriously. You guys need to find the money from somewhere. You know what I mean? You got to get creative. You got to find the cheapest fruits that you can find, because you and David are on the right path with this. That's the good news. That is the good news. Hey, Malvina's here. Good morning, Malvina. Yes, you can have date syrup as long as it's just 100% dates. Make sure it's not sweetened with anything else. Dates are great. She can eat dates. Both of you can, Jasmine. Dates are alkaline. They are fruit that has had the water content removed. Just make sure you drink a lot of fruit juice with your dates because you want that hydration effect. Yes, you guys are getting a big storm down in Utah, aren't you? Oh my goodness. I heard date molasses is good for iron. What's good for iron is getting your absorption fixed. That is what is good for iron. You can take kelp supplements. That is also good for iron. Molasses is good for iron. But remember, that still is from the mentality of treating the symptom. I don't have enough iron. I'm iron deficient. I am anemic. It is because you're malabsorbed, most likely. You're not absorbing the iron that is there. So you can eat as much red meat as they tell you to eat. You can eat as much molasses as you can eat. You can take as many kelp supplements as you want to take. And by the way, kelp and molasses are on the good side of things. None of it's going to really matter if you're malabsorbed, if you're coated so much on your small intestine and you have not fixed the elimination of your bowels. So you need to get down to work, and you're doing that. So yes, she can have dates with molasses. By the way, send me your recipe. Put it in the Facebook group, Jasmine, or type it right here. Jasmine is watching from Egypt, y'all. Egypt. Oh my goodness. So exotic. Let me know your date molasses recipe, because that sounds yummy. Absolutely. You can have that. As Sharon says, yes, dates are alkaline. Big thumbs up. I had lots of yeasty bread and pastries growing up, says David. I ate pastries over month until 44. I ate pastries every month until I was 44 when I got fibromyalgia. I quit soda pop then. I was afraid to eat fruit because of diabetes. Yeah. But you know what? Good news is that you know now. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody, in my Berns voice. LOL. Yes, Dawn. Oh my gosh. By the way, Dawn, yesterday I showed Ron's before and after from like a week difference, and Ron looks so different. Dawn, I was falling asleep last night as I was watching your latest video, actually the one from yesterday, and your face, you got to do some before and after pictures, Dawn. Your face is completely different. I know your weight loss has been slower than you've wanted it to be, but the changes are happening. Oh my gosh, your face is so different. And I also wanted to apologize to you, Don, because I think I saw like a few days ago, you had typed something in the comments and I saw it. And then afterwards I realized I never responded to you about the stress that you're under at work. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm thinking about you, babe. And, you know, yeah, learning curves when you're doing a job and you're doing and just the demands of it all, man, I really feel for you. I really feel for you. And I wanted to let you know that I'm sending you all of my love. And just all of the work that you've been doing. If you guys are not following the Grayson Way on YouTube, Dawn and Ron have a beautiful channel, and just watching their daily transformation with this, not just on the physical juicing side and the raw side of this. Ron is on day 28, I think, of his 40-day raw protocol. And oh my gosh, Ron jumped on board. What? And doing amazing. Make sure to check out the Grayson Way. They're linked in the description of this video when you're watching it on YouTube here. And yeah. Oh, no worries. I know you're a busy lady. Thank you so much. No, it's not because I was busy. No, it's because the chat that day was really busy, but I saw it and I was like, oh, I'm going to come to that next. And then completely forgot. I'm sorry. Yes, I was in class when you showed Ron. I showed it to him too. I know. Amazing. Amazing. Oh my gosh. I couldn't see either. Now I see. Yeah. I was surrounded by it. I even had well-meaning friends reach out and say, hey, Berns, the dairy, you might want to ditch all that dairy that you're eating, or the bread. Oh my God, I was baking bread every day at one point. And I was like, you don't know what you're talking. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. And some friends never said anything, and they just watched the train wreck unfolding. And then now they're like, oh my God, I'm so glad you got your shit together. And I'm like, yeah, me too. Yes, love it. Gonna do it. Okay, awesome, Dyke. Good morning, Malvina. Keep warm, says David. Good morning, Deepika. If I'm always cold, will my body keep temperature normalize eventually and not be cold all the time? Yes, it will. That might take some time. You know what I mean? I always say give yourselves 2 years to do this protocol of eating mainly raw living food interspersed with different juice cleanses. That's what I do. It's been almost a year, and my body temperature, I'm still cold all the time because I'm detoxing all the time. And it's Canada, eh? Not for long though, because I'm going to be in Costa Rica sweating it up soon. Yes, I will. just say it. Or you can move to Costa Rica with me, Jared. You're small. You'll fit. Come with us. Jump in my suitcase. Thanks so much, says Dyke. Oh, you're welcome, babe. I was again in tournaments with Sammy, so messed up my juicing as we are out all day. All my cravings are back. Oh no, I'm feeling low and angry. The guilt is back. Hey, girlfriend, just dust yourself off and pick yourself back up and go drink some juice. All right? You can't worry about that. You know how to plan for that next time. Take more fruit salads, take more foods that are raw living food. You have to plan ahead when you travel. You have to plan ahead when you travel. You cannot rely on your kind of food being at these events that we go to. When you get on a plane, you've got to pack living food so that you can have your belly full of your food and not be tempted by walking through an airport and, oh my God, there's this and there's that and there's that and there's that. All of that stuff is going to kill you if you go back to that. You're not going to go back to that. That was a moment of clarity, Deepika. So just dust yourself off and say, okay, well, that was a mistake. I'm not going to do that again. Let me get back on this juice train. That's what you have to. Jasmine says, Ramadan is coming up next month, 16 hours of dry fasting for 30 days. How do you think I should go about it? I'm scared of straining her kidneys. Let go of the fear. The only way that you're going to strain her kidneys is if you start feeding her meat, which is probably what she's been used to, and bread and all of the acid forming food. If you go into Ramadan without any fear, Jasmine, babe, please let go of all of this fear. It's not serving you. It's not helping your mother, but it's killing you in the process. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, babe. Stop doing that. All right. Go and check out the Paul McKenna. I don't know why the playlist link doesn't want to work on my description for his playlist. I've changed that. Go and search Paul McKenna hypnosis anxiety and do his hypnosis for anxiety in the morning and in the evening. You've got to let go of this. You got to let go of it. Stop being so scared. You're not straining her kidneys. Dry fasting for 16 hours every day as part of a praying, religious, fasting, spiritual experience is powerful to heal the body. Powerful. Our prayers are amplified when we fast. One of the reasons, I don't get into the religious side of things, and I'm not a religion person. I'm a very spiritual woman, but I'm not a religious woman. There's a big difference for me. But undeniable that Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights during this period in time right now. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps, which is why I wanted to do the 40-day during this Lenten period, during Lent, right? The combination, the preparation that the body goes under when you're eating high vibrational spiritual food that is not dead animals, you're electromagnetically and vibrationally on an elevated level. This is an exceptional time during the eating window, to focus in big time on fruit. Get those dates in, enjoy your food, lots of fresh fruit, fresh juices if you want. There's nothing to be afraid of whatsoever, not at all. Good morning, says Linda. Good morning, darling. What are your thoughts on Rick Simpson oil? 100% yes, I've used it myself, and I believe that healed up 4 of my 5 tumors on my liver. 100% in favor of, and cannot speak enough highly about Rick Simpson oil, or RSO as it is called. I've read so many have been cured. Can you take it as a preventative? Is it the same as CBD? So confusing. Rick Simpson oil is a very concentrated resin made by soaking cannabis buds in grain alcohol, ideally, so almost 100% proof grain alcohol, and then evaporating the alcohol off, so that what you're left with is the pure residue of the cannabis, both the THC and the CBD, the two that we know of most potent parts of the chemistry of the cannabis plant, the flower, the bud of the cannabis. CBD is different in that it is only the cannabinoids, the CBD, that is present in that. The THC, the tetrahydrochloride, the THC, there's 2 main components to cannabis. And I know I'm going a little bit off plan here for today right now, but I do like to answer all your questions. It's a Q&A as well. I've got 12 more slides to go on for our health questionnaire, which I will get to. We're doing it today. But the THC is what gives you the psychoactive effect. So that feeling of being buzzed, of being a little stoned, also very medicinal. But the CBD does not have that THC component. So it does not have the psychoactive component. It just has the antispasmodic. It's extremely beneficial. I have a playlist on my YouTube channel where, from when I was researching medicinal cannabis as a replacement for the chemotherapy that I was on for 5 years previously, I did the RSO. I made it myself, very complex to make on your own, but you can do it. You can do it. You can learn anything on YouTube, man. So I hope that is helpful for you. If you're going to take a CBD tincture, which is very readily available, so many people have had benefits from that. So many people, extremely healing, extremely powerful. But the RSO is made with you can make it with any bud really, but usually made with not CBD, usually made with THC, although you can also make it with strains of cannabis plant that are cultivated specifically to only have the highest level of CBD, and they're cultivated to have very low THC. It was actually originally made popular by a company that created some for a little girl named Charlotte, and they called it Charlotte's Web. That was the first really big one, and very powerful medicine. Love it. Jasmine, I dry fast 14 to 16 hours daily and love it. I don't know about kidney issues, but I know for me, I filter my kidneys so much more when I dry fast. True. I'm sure Berns has some wisdom on your concern. Absolutely. And just this morning, I was thinking, you know what? If I can't bust through my 120 set point right now on my scale, I'm going to dry fast. I'm going to do it. I'm going to dry fast next week and see if I can't kind of push myself, because my weight, it's kind of like, yeah, I don't like that, because I want to get all of the last of the inflammation out of my body. So absolutely, dry fasting is extremely, extremely powerful. Yes, indeed. Gabriella says, I want to help the community of introducing the habit of drinking more fresh fruit juices. So my entrepreneur spirit kicked in. I'm going to start making mainly citrus, pineapple, watermelon juices in 1 liter mason jar and sell it to friends and the neighborhood, etc. Oh my God. Gabriella, you're doing it. Oh my gosh, that is a brilliant idea. I was actually thinking of maybe doing that when I go down to Costa Rica too. I'm going to start a juicing thing down there. Don't worry, I'm coming with yas. LOL. Come on down. Jasmine, we love you, babe. Jasmine says, Dawn and Ron, Grace, and lots of love. We love you so much, honey. We love you so much. I have an excellent book on fasting written by Indian natural doctors. Whoever is interested in reading the book, just DM me. We'll email it to you. Thank you so much, Shalish. So make sure, I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Nope, not like that. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. I would love to get a copy of that email to me as well. Any beautiful, brilliant information is always welcome here. Thank you, Berns. You're so welcome, darling. What are your thoughts and experience on ozone therapy? Has anyone healed using it? I don't know much about it. Cannot speak to that. I'm going to jump back in. So far, if you're just tuning in now, so far, what we've gone through so far this morning is that we have gone through the symptoms that correlate with thyroid weakness in your body. And we talked extensively so far this morning on not freaking out and not worrying if you do experience a lot of these symptoms, as many of us may, because we're healing these things. We're doing this. It's not about, well, okay, what do I take for my hemorrhoids? But what about my headaches? And what do I take for, my low energy? And I also have cold hands and cold feet. What do I take for that? We're not going at this like that. It's not treating the symptoms. It's looking at what is the cause. And the cause of every one of these symptoms, is the same. Acidosis from the food that we eat, the stuff we put in our body, the stuff that we just moving around creates lactic acid in our body, right? All of this is acidosis. So reducing the acidosis, changing your diet, putting in energetic alkaline food into your diet, doing a juice cleanse frequently, and in between the juice cleanses, keeping it nice and raw as much as you can. That's a detox lifestyle. That's going to help with all of these things. So you don't have to do something for the hemorrhoids and then something else for the hernia and then something else for the overweight. It all works the same in the body. So acidosis, toxicity, getting rid of the toxicity, how? Getting your kidneys opened up so they'll filter, getting your bowels opened up so they will eliminate the toxic everything. Our lymphatic system drains out of our colon as well as our kidneys. So we're doing it. So good. Keep your questions coming. I'm going to come back and I'm going to be answering all of them just like I've done up until now. But I want to move on. We talked also about parathyroid gland. Here are the parathyroid gland weaknesses. And please feel free to screenshot these. These are also in the Facebook group, linked in the description of this video. Come on over and you can get the full sheet of these all together. We talked about the pancreas and slow digestion. We talked extensively this morning, excuse me, juice burps. We talked extensively this morning about diabetes as it relates to the pancreas and understanding what that is and how to heal it. Let's talk now about the liver, gallbladder, and the blood. Liver, gallbladder, and blood. So if you have difficulty digesting fats, if you have a heavy fatty meal and you just feel like, oh, remember, Dawn, like the onion rings that you had? Yeah, 4 onion rings in, and Dawn was like, oh my God, where's my bed? How long till I can get home and lie down? And then she got home and laid down. Dolly's home, Dot. Fats or dairy cause stomach bloating and pain, light or white colored stools, pain in the mid-back, especially after eating, skin pigmentation irregularities or changes. So if you have any melasma, how do you pronounce it, Debbie? Melasma, any darkness, oftentimes dark circles under the eyes are also, you'll see that it'll come up later on in kidneys, but the skin, what is happening on the skin is a really good indication of what is happening within. So remember that, right? Jaundice of the eyes or the skin, so that's that yellowing. Anemia, ding, 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 ding. So absorption of nutrients happens in the small intestine, but if you're poorly absorbed in your small intestine, or even if you have good absorption, when it gets to the liver, are you able to utilize? If you're not able to utilize the nutrients that you're absorbing, like iron, then you're going to have utilization issues such as anemia. That's how that shows up. Hepatitis A, B, or C, and your alcohol consumption. If you are a consumer of alcohol on a regular basis, your kidneys, your liver, it's going to be weakened. You're going to weaken it that way. Let's see here. So let me know if you guys can relate to any of those liver issues. Hey, Olga is here. Hi, I'm here with you guys, Olga. Oh, this is Alexander. Hi, Alexander. Olga made me pineapple juice now. Oh my gosh, pineapple juice is one of my favorites. That is one of my favorites, Alexander. You and me, we got similar tastes, you and I, my friend. Jasmine says, when do you think I should put her on a juice, on just juices? Can't wait for dark grapes to be in season. Anytime. If she's open and willing to try it, jump on in. There's nothing to be afraid of with juices. It is going to, what you're going to have happen, is that the juice, because it doesn't have all the fiber of food, but it's got all the nutrients and all the electricity, you're going to find that all of that effort and that energy that you would have used to digest the fiber in the food, in the fruit, while fiber is really good for you and we need good fiber. When you're on a juice cleanse, we want to eliminate all fiber so that our bodies can utilize and can harness all of that energy, Jasmine, that would have been used up to digest and to move around that fiber and to digest, chewing food. We don't have to use that energy. That's a lot of energy, actually, digestion. Oh yeah, that's a lot of energy. So we conserve that energy. And when you conserve that energy can now be harnessed to heal and detox and clean out and regenerate the body. That's the beauty of juices. So don't be afraid of juices. I jumped in right away from a very bad standard American diet right into juicing. And I never looked back, man. I never looked back. And then Jasmine says, thank you, Shailesh. Yeah, so go and drop him your email so that you can get that book. Yeah, when you're cleaning out, you really start to notice how foods make you feel. I haven't had onion rings since then. Yeah, and I bet you it's going to be a hot minute before you do, Dawn. I mean, you might say, you know what? I'm going to have it. I'm going to have it because I feel like it, because that's my business. And go ahead and have it, because that is your business. What you put into your body is absolutely your business. But go into it aware of what you're doing and knowing that, you might have some detoxy stuff go on later on. See how your body feels. But don't get in the habit of doing that too frequently, because it's a slippery slope for some people to kind of forget what it feels like to feel so good. Yeah, niece says stomach bloat, skin irregularities, skin irritations. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah. Carrie says, I have brown spots on my hands, but have noticed them getting lighter since eating fruits. Yes, yes, indeed. Your skin will change like that. Rachel says, definitely have liver gallbladder issues. Not fun. Yeah, yeah, I know. I have liver and gallbladder issues too. My issues is that the tumor that I have that they wanted to remove again for the second time, they wanted to remove my liver for the second time. The good news is that my liver grew back, but the bad news is they also removed my gallbladder. It's like, fudge! I wish I knew that before I went into. I wish I knew all of this. I couldn't hear the information back then. Trust me, I wouldn't have listened. I wouldn't have listened. But yeah, not fun, but we can heal that. Thoughts on low EMF sauna? Um, a low electromagnetic frequency sauna, like the infrared sauna. There's one, remind me guys, which one is it that is good for you again? Is it the infrared, and then there's infrared? The one that has the orange light is the one that's good. The one that I can't remember. But in general, saunas are really good. I don't know about the EMF sauna. I do not know. Sorry about that. If anybody else knows, has thoughts on the EMF sauna, then please chime in and let us know. Always happy to learn from all of you. Fatty liver, and I never drank alcohol. So fatty liver, what happens in the body remember, the body has a few buffering systems to help us not burn ourselves up from the crap that we put into it, right? The body has the inflammation buffering system. It has the cholesterol buffering system, and it has the calcium buffering system, the three main ways that the body comes to our rescue, so to speak. Cholesterol buffering system happens when inflammation is not going to cool down the level of acid that we are putting in our body and the level of toxicity. It needs to dig deeper so that we don't burn up. And it starts to dump more cholesterol into our body. And it usually will dump that cholesterol and that excess fat around tissues and organs that are particularly weak, like the liver. So you don't have to have an alcohol. You don't have to be an alcoholic, which also damages the liver. And when tissues are damaged, same thing is going to happen. The body is going to try to protect and buffer that, the whole system, but specifically, different organs and glands. So yeah, you don't have to be an alcoholic to have a fatty liver. Trying everything to keep the gallbladder because it's been bad for a while. The juicing has helped. And Rachel, if you keep on this way of life, babe, I am telling you, if you keep on this way of life, it is going to eventually heal. Some things are going to take longer, which is why I say give yourselves 2 years. From everything that I've seen from other people who've been doing this work and who've been healing their bodies, and they're on this path consistently over time, almost all of them have said 2 years to really clean everything up and to really get everything properly healed and regenerated in the body. And they've been continuing doing it. Karen Lee is a great example. She's been on this path for 6 years, but I just recently read a post from her. She's in my Facebook. Go and check her out. I share her stuff all the time. Karen Lee, go and check her stuff out because she is just brilliant. She is just brilliant. Been doing this for 6 years, but she said first 2 years, I really buckled down, man. I got to work, and sure enough, healed from almost everything that I was experiencing in the body. So it can be done. All right, so let's move on. to gastrointestinal tract. So the gastrointestinal tract, how many bowel movements a day do you have? 0 to 5. 0 to 5. 0 bowel movements a day, you know, that's a problem. That's a problem. Constipation, if you're constipated, that is a real problem. Crohn's, colitis, gastritis, enteritis, diverticulitis. And you notice how, except for Crohn's, which is just named after a dude who developed, who discovered it, it's all itises. Whenever you see itis after a word, you know that that means what, kids? Kids in the class? That's right, inflammation. Itis means inflammation. Go look it up. What does the suffix itis mean? And it's from the Greek or Latin word inflammation. These are all inflammatory conditions. You can put appendicitis on there as well, which is what I had when I was a little girl. Gastroparesis or paralysis of the stomach. Let me know in the comments if you guys can relate to any of these conditions as well. And I love the group interaction on this, by the way. This is what makes these classes beautifully dynamic. So if you're brand new here, don't feel shy. Like, I see you. I see you. Hi. It's so good to see you. Let me know you're here so I can personally ring the bell for you. Come on. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. But yeah, I love the dynamics of this class. Let me know if you guys are experiencing any of this stuff. Hiatus hernia, coated tongue, especially upon waking. It could be white, yellow, green, or brown. Diarrhea or constipation. Stomach, intestinal ulcers. Gastrointestinal cancer. Actually, mine is actually called gastrointestinal stromal tumor. Can show up anywhere on the gastric, on the digestive tract. So yeah, big time with that one. Gas problems, which is also a pancreatic problem, and other GI issues not listed. So let me know in the comments if you guys can relate to that. And let me tell you what, nothing is more scary than getting a cancer diagnosis and then telling you that, hey, we don't know what causes it. We don't really know how to treat it, but we'll cut you out and cut you open and remove it, and we'll throw some, random shit at you and see if it works, right? We'll put in some fast track drugs in that equation too, and see how you do. Nothing is scarier than that. And them also telling you that this can come back anywhere along your digestive tract, anywhere at any point in time, but we don't know what causes it. And it's like, oh my God, the insanity! Stop the insanity! Oh well, now we know better. When you know better, you do better, right? Let's see here. Carrie says she's got a coated tongue. Yeah. Hiatus hernia, constipation, slightly white tongue, says niece. Howdy, y'all. I made it to class today. Yay, Tiger. Woohoo. And congratulations on your CT scan results, my darling. Chrissy let us know. So happy to hear that. So happy for you. Welcome to class. Smoothies is just too much fiber, right? No. Hey, Dyke, no, smoothies. Let me just show you 1 second. You definitely want to go and watch Detox 102. In Detox 102, I showed you guys this levels of detoxification. So fruit smoothies are right up there at the top of the accelerated levels of detoxification. Above that is fruit juice, and that is because the fact that you're going to have a little bit of fiber in that fruit is going to slow your digestion, your healing down a little bit, because more of your digestive energy has to go into digesting the fibers from the fruit, and it's kind of taken away from the detox action, but still really high. Screenshot this, my friend, because all of these little slides I have so that you can keep it on your phone so that you can really study this and really feel confident. The more confidence you have with it, the more you're going to be able to hear other people. Yeah, but what about fruits are causing diabetes? You can just say, oh yeah, I know. That's funny, isn't it? I know. The more you can learn and the more you can really absorb it and have a good posture, confidence is posture, right? the more you can do that, the more you're going to feel more comfortable when you are going through this. So yeah, smoothies is not too much fiber. If you want to do a smoothie protocol, if you want to do some juicing and then eating some fruit or veggies, go watch Detox 102. Go watch Detox 102. Great question, though. Have had white, tannish, and orange brown. Wow. Okay. All right. Playlist link is working for me. Perhaps someone has to be logged into a YouTube account for it to work. No, I don't think so, but I don't know. But it's working for you now. Awesome. And that link, which playlist link? I don't know which one you're talking about, but I couldn't get the Paul McKenna one to work on mine. Yellow tongue upon waking, gas problem. So you know then what you're dealing with, right? Berns, I have extremely painful menstrual cramps. Okay. I'm taking like 800 milligrams ibuprofen and sitting on the bathroom floor. That's why I'm scared of detoxing without painkillers. Dottie. Yes. Jasmine, I had a 40-year addiction to pain medication. 40 years. That's right. And on June 1st, when I started this program, I started out and I said, okay, I'm going to experience some pain. I'm going to experience some headaches. And Amy, if you're on, Amy is one of our students here who has had extreme success in healing her body and her female issues. And we're going to get to that. I have a checklist for that as well, Jasmine. I have a checklist for that as well. But know that this is extreme acidosis building up in the uterine wall and in your reproductive organs, and know that this protocol is going to help you clean that out. I had a 40-year pain medication addiction. That's right. Every week, I'm telling you, I could go through bottles of Robaxacet plus extra strength Advil. So the first sign of anything. When I started the detox process, I said, okay, I'm going to really work on not taking anything if I do get a headache come up. I did have my first detox, really bad headache. I took some Advil because I just couldn't handle it, and that's okay to do. The next headache that I had, I worked it out. I worked through it. There are certain things you can do. There is the Heal All Tea, which I really, really recommend. I don't know if you can get it there. I know you're on a budget. You can make the Heal All Tea recipe yourself using locally purchased herbs. And if you look on the playlist, Jasmine, you look on the playlist, the masterclass playlist, I did a class called Detox 103, Heal All Tea. And I showed you how to make your own Heal All Tea. I went through everything. That is going to greatly help you with the period pains. You can also use a hot water bottle. And if you really must, you can have some ibuprofen. But I'm telling you that the pain and the inflammation that you're feeling is from the acidosis. When you take this from the cause of that, you're going to have more manageable periods. All right. So don't be afraid of anything. You can handle it. You can handle it. We're here for you. I'm here for you. I will help get you through those detox symptoms. I will help you figure out different ways that you can help manage the pain. I've been where you are, but much worse. Right? 40 years, you're only 21 years old, or was it 20? You're 20 years old. Well, double the lifespan of you. That's how long I had my pain medication addiction, which I eliminated completely. All right. I know Dottie is so sweet. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's keep going here because we got more slides to do for our health questionnaire. I love this. If you guys are getting great value from this, please make sure to hit the like button. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel because that will help you guys see more of this beautiful content because YouTube will be putting it out there for you to see and to help other people who also need this information to see it. So definitely do that for me. I really appreciate you guys. And let me know in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you're finding value from this because, that helps to encourage me to go through all of this and to make these slides for you. I'm just saying, it helps a girl out. You know what I mean? So those are the gastrointestinal tract issues. And remember, we can heal all of these things in our body. It all comes down to what is the chemistry that we're putting in our body? How do we clean out? How do we open up the kidneys? How do we understand what is happening in our bodies? And Gabriella says, Jasmine, I used to have very bad cramps. So when I was a teenager, I started taking birth control and would overlap boxes. I would never have my periods because I couldn't handle the pain. Since I started my high fruit and juice lifestyle, I decided to give the breaks between the boxes. And since January, I am off birth control. I don't suffer from cramps any and at all, and my period is very light. Surprisingly, my cycle is regular. Wow. 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 Gabriella. Oh my God, that just gave me full body goosebumps. Gabriella, that is amazing, honey. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. So there you have it, Jasmine. There you have it. Confirmation that this is the path to take in order to heal all of these issues from the cause, and that there's nothing to worry about. There's really nothing to be afraid of, babe. Definitely find lots of value in these. Awesome, Lila. Okay, good stuff. I'm glad to hear that. So we've done so far, let me quickly blitz through and show you in case you're just tuning in now, but we've gone through the thyroid system, we've gone through the parathyroid system, we've gone through the pancreas, we've gone through liver, gallbladder, and blood, we've gone through gastrointestinal tract. Let's have a look now at the adrenal system, the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands, by the way, sit right on top of the kidneys, and they are like the switch. They're like the switch for the endocrine gland system. We have glands all over our body that regulate hormones, that regulate our steroids, that regulate all of the functioning of tissues, organs, and glands in that area. We have the adrenal glands. They sit right on top of the kidneys, and they're like the on-off switch in the body for all of the system, because not only do they come into play with utilization of all of our minerals, of our hormone and steroid production, but they also produce neurotransmitters for the brain. Neurotransmitters are those things that make our neurons transmit messages between each other. They help transmit messages between the neurons. So neurotransmitters are produced in the adrenal glands. And if we have good functioning neurotransmitters, then our all of the different neurons in our brain can speak to each other. Electrical impulses can be sent back and forth to each other, and we have proper functioning of everything in our body. So the adrenal glands, it's so important to do this work to turn on the adrenal glands. Most of us have adrenal fatigue. Almost every fitness competitor, when I was a bikini designer for the fitness industry, Berns of Passion Fruit Designs, I don't know if any of you remember me from those days, but designed bikinis for the fitness industry for, I would say, the better part of 11, 12 years. And almost all of them were suffering from adrenal fatigue. And they had a lot of these kind of issues, such as overweight. Well, they didn't have overweight because they were starving themselves pretty much, and calorie restricting and over exercising. I got to let Dot out. Hold on. Do you want to go outside, Dottie? I know it's springtime. Go look at the birds. It's springtime, but it's still very cool outside. Okay. Multiple sclerosis, ALS, Parkinson's, and palsy. And let me know in the comments if you guys experience any of these things. But again, you're going to have, if you have any conditions of neurological impairment in the form of MS, ALS, Parkinson's, palsy, dementia, all of these things are caused from a lack of neurotransmitters in the brain. Poor adrenal functioning, anxiety as well, the seat of anxiety. If you're very anxious, adrenal glands, Jasmine, you got a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry. You're worried about your mom. You're worried about your periods. You're worried about this. You're worried about that. So know that healing the adrenal glands is going to help you deal with all of these things and just, not have so much anxiety raging through yourself. Excessive shyness and inferiority complex. tremors, nervous legs. And by the way, inferiority complex can present as superiority complex. Yeah, yes, indeed. Just so you know, if you think that you're better than everybody else, or if you know that somebody who thinks that they're better than everybody else, yeah, they're probably suffering on a deep level from an inferiority complex or over functioning. Somebody just came to mind when I said that. So one of my daughter's friends. So yeah, tremors, nervous legs, high blood pressure, also a cardiovascular issue, low blood pressure, hypoglycemia or low blood sugar is an adrenal weakness, diabetes, type 1 or type 2, adrenals, tinnitus, ringing in the ears every dang day, and it's still there. So I know I still got work to do. Tinnitus, ringing in the ears. See, how many ear, nose, and throat doctors have I seen, and they've said, oh, there's nothing that will fix that. Nothing. That's not true. That's not true. The fact that mine is still there just means that I still have more work to do on my adrenals. But we've had people in the class. What was her name again? What was our girl's name? Her name is Tanya. Tanya, 3 days in, and her tinnitus was gone. I was like, dang, girl. I'm a little slightly jealous. I want my tinnitus gone too. But hey, man, it'll happen for me in my time when my body is ready. Difficulty taking a deep breath, shortness of breath. All right. So if you have experienced any of these things, you can rest. And that's half of the adrenal list. Let me go through the other half of the adrenal list. Wait. This is part 2. Cardiac arrhythmia. Please list which type. It's also cardiovascular. Sleep challenges, difficulty getting to sleep, and difficulty staying asleep. Chronic fatigue syndrome. So when your adrenals are down, listen, none of your brain impulses are going. You're dragging your butt. This is one of the reasons why somebody asked a couple days ago about coffee. This is why coffee is so bad for you, because it shuts down your adrenal glands, you guys. Addison's disease, congenital adrenal hyperplasia, high cholesterol, because again, the adrenal glands and the liver have everything to do with that cholesterol buffering effect. High acidity in the body, high cholesterol. Do you have any itis condition? Arthritis, osteoarthritis, bursitis, any of those conditions, adrenal weakness. Low steroids and low cortisol, adrenal weakness, because steroid production happens in the adrenal glands, these little tiny adrenal glands sitting on top of your kidneys. Incredible, right? ADD, ADHD, and autism. Low functioning adrenal glands, because the neurons can't speak to each other properly. They misfire. They don't wire properly when they don't have adrenal neurotransmitters from the adrenal glands. Master gland, the adrenal glands. Let's see here. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning from the west side of Canada, the best side of Canada. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. All of Canada is the best side of Canada. Can't thank you enough. These classes are a great source of information, and you have so much compassion and love for everyone. Thank you so much, Deepika. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Adrenals has been another one for me. Yeah, for most of us who come to this work don't come to this work because we are all healthy on the inside. We come to this work because we got a lot of stuff to clean up, right? So yeah, same here for me. I check the box on most of these, y'all. Just want to let you know. Oh my God, thanks. Dyke, you're so welcome, my friend. Really glad that you are here. Really, really glad. I have anxiety through the roof. So you know that you need to heal your adrenal glands. You need to support your adrenal glands. We're going to talk about different protocols for addressing these different weaknesses, but we're going to do that in another class. So because I still have like half of my slides to go through here. But yeah, your adrenals can be healed, and you can definitely help, ease these anxiety issues. I had Bell's palsy. There you go. Another strong condition that your body was telling you, hey man, It's time to heal something up in here. I struggle with restless leg. Yeah, my ex-husband had that. Oh my God. That was challenging to deal with, both for him and for me, poor guy. Berns, my mom would love to hear testimonies of people getting rid of cysts and nodules. Awesome. Well, a lot of us have in this group. A lot of us have. If anybody has gotten rid of cysts or nodules who are watching live, drop that comment in the chat box so that Jasmine can see that and hear about that. And Jasmine, also, I you know what I would recommend? Number one, put your pretty face on your profile picture. Let's get to know Jasmine. And number two, post this question in the Facebook group, because people will be there. There are a lot of our class members that cannot make the morning class, even though there are, between 30 and 40 people joining us live between the YouTube live right now and the Facebook live. There are a lot of people who are not in class right now. Post that question in the Facebook group, The Real Juicy Detox. It's linked in the description of this video so that you can get in there. You know that, Jasmine, because you're in there, but other people may not. Come on in, ask your question in there. Hey, would love to hear testimonies of people getting rid of cysts and nodules. In particular, if you have on your thyroid or anywhere. I've gotten rid of a huge lipoma on my back. There's a little bit of it left in there, a little bit of it left, but it used to be gigantic. And people get rid of stuff all the time. I cannot wait to go and have another scan, my final scan, by June 1st, if we're still here. We might be in Costa Rica then, but sometime soon, so that I can see definitively and show you guys definitively how my cancer has been eliminated with this food protocol. I'm 100% confident in that, 100 million%. And you should be as well, because we know that when we understand what causes cysts, what causes nodules, these are just pockets of dead, damaged tissue. The cysts, it could be nodules, it could be bone spurs. It is all due to acidosis in the body. All right, but definitely come and ask the question in the group. Yes, ringing in the ears for Cheryl as well. There you go. Rachel says, I have cardiac arrhythmia. Adrenals for me too, says Lisa. Adrenals, thyroid, parathyroid is kicking my butt. I have work to do. Yes, we do. And we are doing that work, which is great. Good morning, Anne-Marie. Oh my God, I love your new picture. Glad I caught you live. You look so cute. Look at that. I love it. Welcome to class, darling. I get scared that my heart will stop because of my arrhythmia, because I refuse to go to a doctor. Your medicine and your food is your best doctor. That's your best medicine. It's your best medicine. Keep on doing this. And if at any time you feel that you need to go to the hospital because you think you need medical attention, go. Get your medical attention. I'm not by any means saying don't do that. If you feel like you need to go to an emergency room at any point in time, go. All right. I'm just saying, know what you're going to expect that they're going to tell you or do to you. And some of it is not necessarily going to be the most helpful thing for you. Better to avoid needing to go to the hospital though, right? Better to just get to work on cleaning up these systems in your body, right? Then you don't have to be afraid of anything. Is there a secret to helping stop my giant cell tumor from coming back? That or intracranial hypertension? Yes. Fruits, melons, and berries. Keeping your diet super living. Having a high energetic output from all of your food so that you don't have to worry about something going wrong in your body, like a giant cell tumor, whatever that is. Right? All of that is just a sign, a symptom of acidosis. Go after the acidosis is what I preach about every dang day up in here, right? Go after the cause. And the cause is acidosis. That's right. The cause is acidosis. Hypertension in your head, lymphatic stagnation in your head. You got to get this draining through the bowels. You got to get your lymphatic system moving. You got to get your kidneys flowing, baby. You got to turn on your adrenal gland. You got to get this from the elimination side of the equation. No doctor is going to be telling you this. I'm telling it to you. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I am a certified detox specialist, certified by somebody who is Dr. Robert Morse. And that is what I can tell you that he would tell you. Hypertension is adrenal functioning, and it is all, if it's all up in your head, lymphatic stagnation in your head. So get this job done, my friend. Can't wait to see, praying for your and everyone's success, Berns. Awesome. We are praying for yours as well, my friend, and you're getting it. And so is your mom. No, actually, I have white coat anxiety. I'm confident I can do it myself. Awesome. Well, don't have anxiety even for the white coats. Just understand that they don't know what they're talking about. So you don't need to be anxious about them. They're just, why are we anxious? Because we have this notion that we tell ourselves a story that they, are the bearers of bad news, and they usually are, that they don't know what they're, that's where we go to get healed. And then you get disappointed because you go to get healed, and it's like all kinds of trauma around that. Don't have anxiety about anything or anyone. Let that go. Let it go, babe. Let it go. I have too many misdiagnoses from doctors and won't go back. Yeah. They said part was my body can't regulate and keeps making spinal fluid. I'm just tired of spinal taps to drain. I'm all for these strawberries and apple drinks. That's where your healing lies, my friend. 100%. Okay, so we were finished adrenals. Let's look at the female reproductive stuff. Are you currently pregnant? Yes or no? Are you currently breastfeeding? Yes or no? Irregular menses is also a pituitary issue, right? Pituitary issue. And Amy in the class got incredible benefit by going on the pituitary glandular. That really helped her with her menstrual stuff. Excessive bleeding during menstruation, ovarian cysts and fibroids. I have had anyhow. It'll be interesting to see what my next scan will say. But I had tons of uterine fibroids. I feel like I'd healed a lot of that stuff. Actually, got my period back a couple of months into this, and I haven't had my period in 15 years, something like that, consistently. So I have had healing with that on this protocol. Endometriosis and atypical cells, fibrocystic breasts, sore or painful breasts, especially during menstruation. All of these I used to have when I was menstruating as well. Have you had a complete hysterectomy or a partial hysterectomy? If yes, were any other organs, lymph nodes removed? Please list which ones. Have you had difficulty in conceiving? And what about birth control pills, and for how long? So these are, very, very common for a lot of women to experience. Seriously, took my son to the doctor to have his ears washed out due to impacted wax, and she prescribed a steroid antibiotic. What? Why? We didn't take it. That's the other thing that I think it's really helpful for us to remember, is that just because a doctor prescribes something for you doesn't mean you have to take it. Oh my God, so many times I'm talking with people one-on-one, and they're like, yeah, but I don't want to go to the doctor because then they're going to prescribe something for me. So that doesn't mean that you have to take it. Seriously. We did just the over-the-counter ear oil for 3 days, and then he washed it out himself. Doctors can be so brainwashed, like for real. For real. Okay, I'm going to just move a little quickly through these because it's almost 2 hours since we've been doing this. Do you have any, moving on to the males, okay, so for the men, do you have any prostatitis? How often do you urinate? Have you been diagnosed with prostate cancer? What are your PSAs? Testicular hypertrophy or enlarged testicles? Do you have low or excessive sex drive? Circle 1. Erection problems and premature ejaculation. So again, a lot of these are also, Dr. Morse always talks about it whenever he talks about fixing or alleviating male reproductive issues. Same thing, adrenal glands, adrenal glands, adrenal glands, adrenal glands. It's all about the adrenal glands. Amy says, yes, I'm having amazing results with the pituitary glandular. Awesome. I wonder how long I should take it. I used to have 4 to 5 days of heavy period. Last month, only a day and a half. Amy, that is so good. I would say, if it were me, I would take it. I would probably take it once I see my symptoms really healing themselves. I'd probably take it for another month just to be on the safe side that it's all really kicked in. And remember, glandulars are not supposed to be used on a long-term basis. They're just to wake up that gland. They're like turning the gland on with an extra punch, so to speak. So I would say, and not only that, Amy, you've also had a lot of pain relief from this as well, haven't you? It wasn't just just the heavy period. That's going to drain you like crazy, but it was the pain and the whole generalness of it all, right? Jasmine was curious about that. I don't know if you heard her question there. Ron was diagnosed anxiety meds, and we threw it right in the trash. That doctor was pissed at me when Ron told him. He asked if I was the doctor or him. Whoa, nice ego, dude. Who's the doctor here? You or me? I'm going to say it's going to be me. I am my best. I know in my body the best. I don't need to have gone to medical school to be brainwashed to know how to prescribe medication, right? Because how much are you, doctor, helping me actually heal? You know what I'm saying? They're really quick to cut our organs out, right? They were really quick to take out your thymus gland. That was a no-brainer for them. It's like, oh, problem, swelling, issue, cut it out. It's like, come on, dude. I told him I don't prescribe crap and we won't have any more issues with each other. Yeah, because you fire him, right? You fire him. Yes, says Amy, used to have migraines and crazy cramps, couldn't leave the house. So Jasmine, look, Amy is letting you know that this healing protocol does work. Might you need to get onto some herbal stuff? Maybe, but you're going to be surprised at just how cleaning out the acid accumulation in your uterus is going to impact. You might not need to do glandulars. You might not need to do herbal protocol. Don't be freaked out about it. You got this, girl. Let's move on. We're going to talk about the cardiovascular system and the skin. So let me know if you guys can relate to any of these conditions. Angina and chest pain, myocardial infarction or heart attack, pacemaker, stents, other open heart surgery. Do you feel pressure on your chest? Do you feel prickly pains? List where those are, because that is a cardiovascular issue. For your skin, blemishes, rashes, acne, dermatitis, eczema, psoriasis, dry, itchy skin, excessively oily skin, dandruff, any other skin problems, and do you have any tattoos? My throat is getting dry. I'm gonna drink some juice. So whatever happens on the skin is an indication, a sign of what's happening within. So if your kidneys are shut down, you're going to have a lot of skin issues because your body is going to look at purging and getting rid of all of this toxic stuff through the skin. And a lot of times I've got friends that have eczema, like big patches. And I wish I knew now I wish I knew then what I know now. Hopefully they'll catch a whiff of what I'm doing and kind of see that, oh, wait a minute. I can turn this around. It's all about the acids that they were eating. It's so clear now that you can see it, right? Oh, sorry. Let me turn that off. I'm doing the female reproductive formula for 2 weeks and then 400 milligrams of the pituitary glandular for 2 weeks. So yes, so you're switching 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off of those. I would say do it for another month and then see how you feel, and then look at slowly removing the pituitary glandular, and then monitor how the symptomology is showing up in your body. If you feel like you need to go back on it, if your body has healed enough and you can manage it off, listen to your body. Niece says mild chest pain sometimes, skin irritation and dandruff, and has had tattoos. All right. Itchy skin and tattoos. Yep. Yep. Occasional chest pain. Yep. You're so welcome, honey. You're so welcome. All right. Let's move it right along. So yeah, we can really see where we're weak. Now, my favorite one, the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system. We're going to run through these. Let me know if you experience any of these. And there's 2 slides for this one. So we're going to start with hair loss, balding, or fully bald, not by choice, right, Jared? Have you ever had lymph nodes removed? From which area of your body were they removed? How many were removed? Well, who knows how many they took out when they did my surgeries. Swollen lymph nodes or lymphedema. Do you have edema or fluid retention? Please provide the location. So that is definitely lymphatic. Our lymphatic system, as we know, is our sewage system of the house. And if your sewage system of the house is blocked up and is highly toxic at the same time, which it always is when it's blocked up, when it's not being properly drained and filtered out of the body. And how do we know that? We know that because when you pee in a jar, you should see sedimentation if your lymphatic system is draining out of your body. When we have that shut down, we're going to have all of these problems. Cold and flu-like symptoms. My God, Kaya was constantly every 3 weeks it was something. It was crazy. And everything lasted for 2 weeks. So I got like a 1-week reprieve in between the, oh, I'm so sick, Mom, crazy. Sore throat, sinus problems, poor memory, brain fog, blurred vision. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to a lot of these. Let me know in the comments, what are your things about this? 11:11. Aw, dang it. I didn't see it until it was 11:12. Thanks, Amy. Mucus in the eyes upon waking. Have you been diagnosed with cancer? Please provide location. So cancer is a lymphatic issue. It's a stagnation issue. It is a septic tank issue, which is why it is so important, so very important to get the lymphatic system opened up through eliminating through the kidneys and the bowels. Moving along, also in the lymphatic issues, other type of non-malignant mass, either fatty and benign, and this lipoma on my back is both fatty and benign, and I've had it for over 25 years, probably my entire life. Location of non-malignant mass or tumor, AIDS and HIV, low platelet count, which is also a cardiovascular issue, appendicitis, appendectomy, yeah, that was me, tonsillectomy, day that your tonsils were removed, boils, pimples, cysts, and abscesses. And this doesn't just mean on the outside of the skin. This can mean inside of your body. It can mean tear ducts. It could be, oh my God, I had a Bartholin's cyst once that I had to have removed because it became impacted. It's a gland right inside of the vaginal wall opening. Oh my God, that was the most painful thing ever, y'all. But all of these boils, pimples, cysts, and abscesses can happen on the inside of the body as well as on the outside of the body. Gout, toxemia, cellulitis, sleep apnea, and if you are a snorer, this is also an indication. Very, very serious stuff, but again, easily fixed. Get the kidneys open, get the fruits in you, get the herbal support, and get the glandular support if you really do need that. But now that we're going through all of these, can you see how you can get a really clear idea of what all of your cluster, what are your cluster, that cluster that's going on in your body of all of these symptoms coming together. And it's like, oh my God, everything's falling apart. I know it feels like that. But the good news is that the cause is all the same. And therefore, the thing that you need to heal is all the same answer. So that's the good news. So let's see what you guys are handling and dealing with here. I love that you saw the 11:11. Awesome. Hey, Brenda. Hello. Finally able to attend class today. Brenda, welcome to class. You're new. Oh my goodness. Welcome to class, Brenda. I'm so glad that you're able to attend live today. This is beautiful. Welcome to class. 13 lymph nodes removed from the left arm, 4 from the right arm. Can lymph nodes grow back? I don't think so, unless there's a little bit of that lymph node that was left. That's the only way that a tissue can regenerate and grow back, is if a little bit of that tissue is left behind. But the good news is that we can support our body so that we do not, feel the effects of that. I'm sure I've had tons removed as well, when they remove my stomach and when they remove my liver. They're just, they're just careless that way, these surgeons. I have majority of the lymphatic symptoms. Yeah, a lot of us do. Swollen lymph nodes, sore throat, brain fog. Yeah. Yes, on a bunch of the lymphatic system. There you go. I've had many cold and flu-like symptoms, many sinus issues, mucus in the eyes. All of these do clear up, by the way. I used to have the mucus in my eyes. I would wake up with my eyes sometimes glued shut. It was so gunky. I don't have any of that anymore. So these things do clear up. Breast cancer diagnosis in 2011, toxemia in 2013 from chemo. Yeah. Well, you're cleaning all of that out of you now, my friend. Yeah. Sore throat, mucus in the eyes. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I had that same boil in my vaginal area and had to have it drained. Yeah, I had to have mine removed, man. That was something, pain like no other. I swore I had a disease. Doctors didn't know the cause. Knowing what I now know now, boy, I tell you. We all feel this, it's like, damn. I went in, I had to have surgery to have it either drained or removed. I don't know. I guess they drained it. That was crazy. That was some crazy, and it escalated really fast. That was crazy. Left upper inner thigh skin cancer growth. Okay. All right. Well, we're getting this. We're getting it. Aren't you guys, are you excited about this? Tell me in the comments, are you excited or a little freaked out about the enormity of this? Before you comment, I want to let you know, you don't need to be freaked out about anything, because everything can be healed by doing exactly what we're doing here. What we're doing here, this is the way to heal all of it. So you're in the right place, you're doing the right thing, and we're doing it together. And we're keeping each other inspired to keep on doing it, so that it's not like a 2-week fad detox for a week. No, it's like, yeah, we're detoxing. Yeah, we're doing our juice cleanses every so often throughout the year. But I think more importantly is what we do in between the juice cleanses. You know what I mean? What do we do in between the juice cleanses to keep the detox going, to keep the lymphatic system moving, to keep the kidneys opened up, to keep the bowels cleaned out, to get the adrenals turned on, to clean up all of the interstitial or spaces in between all the cells clean? What do we do? Living food, high fruit diet, number one. High fruit diet. Lots of juices. And when you want to have a chewing meal, you make beautiful living food. Oh my God, it's so easy. It's like the easiest thing I've ever done. Not to say that it's not challenging sometimes, because sometimes I want to eat when I'm on a juice cleanse. And it's like, I just want to eat some beautiful salad, man. Who is this girl? Where is Berns? And what have you done with her? You know what I mean? This is me talking. All I crave now is salads and beautiful living food, and can't wait to get until I'm on day 23 or 24 of my 40-day juice cleanse. Can't wait to get back to the chewing food. That's the important thing. It's what you do in between the juice cleanses that's going to make the difference for you healing your body or not. So simple. So simple. I'm so excited for us that we're on this together, man. Afraid, freaked out. Don't be. Put that, you don't need to be afraid. Do I feel afraid? Does my vibration feel like I'm afraid? No, borrow my belief. All right. There's nothing to be afraid of, but thankful we are all in this together. Yeah, babe. Absolutely. Hey, Lauren, Elizabeth. Oh my goodness. Welcome to class. Oh my gosh. Everybody give Lauren a big juicy class welcome. Thank you for being an incredible resource of information and support. You are so welcome. I'm so glad to be able to be here, to be able to teach it to you like this, to be able to connect with you guys. I am so grateful. It's making my life like I'm having the best time ever. I'm having the best time ever. What an eye opener, because I have checks in every category. I'm in this for the long haul. Yes, Lisa, that is exactly how you know you're going to heal, because your eyes have been opened and it's like, okay, I get it now. This isn't just let me lose a little 5 pounds of extra weight or whatever. Let me get into a bikini or whatever you come here to help heal in your body. A lot of people, it's the weight, right? Amazing. You are going to do this, babe. So grateful for this support. I'm so glad to be able to be here. I get so excited. I get so excited. Like Cheryl, it's exciting. I've noticed that if I wake up with a sore throat, it goes away as soon as I drink my morning juice now. Yep. Love the slide, says Carrie. Great information. Nice knowing what the weak areas are to work on. Thank you for this beautiful class. Oh my God, babe, you're so welcome. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. I'm on my rebounder. I haven't done my rebounding today, by the way, but it makes me want to bounce. It makes me want to dance. Cheryl, Rachel says, Cheryl, I have a sore throat when I get up as well. Mine goes away with juice. Go figure. 2 people, it's working. It must be working on all the levels for everybody. Yes, Lisa, we're so grateful you're here, babe. To see real benefits, it's a long-term lifestyle change. Cannot go back to the old ways of eating. We really can't. We really can't. We really have to realize that, hey, man, can't be so careless anymore. If I'm going to be careless with my body, I'm going to be back in the worry. I'm going to be back in the fear. I'm going to be back in the doctor's office, and I'm going to be back getting surgery to heal, or not to heal. I'm going to be back getting surgery because the cancer is going to come back again. 100%. We have to be really clear about this. So I'm really glad that this is helping with your clarity. And yes, absolutely, Cheryl, fear causes acidosis. We have to have faith in our incredible body's ability to heal. Yes, my friend. Yes, that is it. Yes, scared I can't do it, but I have faith. Borrow my belief. Joyce, you can do it. I am telling you with 100% certainty. I don't even know your condition, but I am telling you that you can do this. You absolutely can do this. If you have a strong constitution, even if you have damaged your body with years of bad eating, with chemotherapy, with bad medical pharmaceuticals in your body, if you have the will to do this and you get down to business and you freaking do this, and you don't let anybody else with their friends are going to give you diabetes BS, you're going to do this. You're going to do this. You're going to prove it to yourself. All right. Just like how I am proving it to myself. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. Borrow my belief until yours is up to speed. All right. Okay. So let us look at, did I get through all of the lymphatic? Yes, I did. So we just have 3 more slides to go. We're going to talk about kidneys and bladder now. Oh my goodness. And just like all the other checklists, except for the male checklist, I check almost all of these boxes. UTI, bladder infection, or cystitis. Ermagerd. Oh my God. Burning while urinating. Weak bladder, urinary incontinence. Restricted urine flow. Kidney stones. Nephritis. Cramping or pain mid to lower back on either side. Lower back weakness, lack of strength, sciatica, and bags under the eyes. My entire family is notorious for dark circles and dark bags under the eyes. I'm not even kidding you. Not even kidding you. Not even kidding you. So bladder, kidneys, and bladder. So important to heal the kidneys. So important to heal the kidneys because that is our exit, our filtration out of the body of all of the lymphatic stuff. I have had an experience UTI, bladder infections to the extent where I was urinating straight up blood. Yeah. And in the hospital. And have had so many antibiotic prescriptions to suppress bladder infections. And it is one of the things that came up as detox symptoms in last August. I had a bladder infection for, I think 6 weeks. And then again in the fall I can't remember. But every time that I've had it come back, I have not gone the antibiotic route, of course, because I know that that's not the way that you heal anything in your body. And I did it just by focusing on my juice. I took D-mannose, which is an extract from the cranberry plant. I know we don't like doing extract and supplements, but this really helped alleviate and to heal the bladder. But bladder infection, all of this is acid stagnation and toxicity in the bladder. Very important to heal these things. Very, very important. Oh, Joyce, well, I'm here for you, babe. Yes, I'm here for you. We're doing this together. Keep coming to class. UTI passed, bladder infection passed, kidney stones, lower back pain, sciatica in the past. Yep. I absolutely love it when you say borrow my belief. Yeah, I don't even know where I got that from. I don't know where I picked that up from. Where did I get that from? I don't know. I have no idea where I got that from, but I want you to borrow my belief. I know, I understand. Sometimes we're dealing with stuff and we're like in disbelief and we're in doubt and we're in worry and we're in fear. Well, and sometimes it's hard to generate a vibration of belief because they're at a very different place than fear, isn't it? Fear and knowing, doubt, belief, all of these things are on different sides of the vibrational scale. If you don't have enough belief to believe in this, I got enough for all of us. I have enough for everybody and myself. Borrow my belief. I'm giving it to you free. Here you go. Here you go. Borrow my belief until you can get up to speed on your belief. And then it's your belief. And then before you know it, Sheila and everybody else here, you are helping share your belief with other people as well, just because you've become the living example of this truth. That's what it is. That's what it is. Borrow my belief. It's here for everybody. Definitely have the bags under my eyes. I also struggle with iron deficiency. Well, it may not be an iron deficiency. It might be an iron inability to absorb. It might be a utilization issue, not a deficiency issue. You cannot actually say that you are deficient in something until you properly heal and clean up your utilization. If you can clean up your utilization function, the function of your liver and your adrenal glands to utilize minerals, to utilize nutrients, specifically iron, if you can clean that up, and how do you clean that up? You clean that up by getting your elimination sorted out, your kidney filtration and your bowel filtration. You get that cleaned up by fruits, melons, and berries, baby. It's so simple. Everybody say it with me in the comments right now. Fruits, melons, and berries. Fruits, melons, and berries. That's how we get this job done. That's how we get this job done. I have a little saying that I always say with my one-on-one coaching clients. And I used to say it in class all the time. Head down, blinders on, fruits, melons, and berries, baby. Let's get this job done. That's how you get the job done, right? So it may not be a deficiency in iron. It may be a utilization of iron. It might be an absorption issue, right? Not necessarily that it's deficient. Fruits, melons, and berries, baby. Fruits, melons, and berries. Absolutely. Absolutely. Lila is raising her hand as well for those kidney and bladder issues. Yep. Most of the kidney and bladder symptoms since being a teenager. Wow. Thank you so much for the love and compassion you show in these classes. Oh, Sheila, you're welcome, babe. I'll be sending this video to so many loved ones. I'll keep planting the seeds. Keep planting the seeds. And this video is also going to be added to the masterclass playlist because I think it's really, really important for us all to be able to see and to understand and to recognize. When we have a symptom in our body, how many times do we just pass that off as, yeah, that's just a little hemorrhoid, or, oh yeah, that's just a little varicose vein. That's nothing, right? That's not nothing, because that is pointing to deeper level issues that you must get healed in your body to live a truly vibrant life, out of fear, out of illness, out of dis-ease in the body. I'm going to print these slides for my family and others to see. So I'm also going to be putting these slides in a photo album in the Real Juicy Detox group. So if you are watching this on Facebook, and if you're watching it on Facebook, just search on Facebook for just hashtag the Real Juicy Detox in any social platform. You'll find us. It's also going to be in a highlight reel on my Instagram page. So all of the slides that we've done so far in class, Detox 101, Detox 102, Detox 103, which was the Heal All T. I'm going to call this class Detox 104. All right. Detox 104 is going through all of the slides so that we can understand our health questionnaire really well. I damage my bladder. Now, every time I drink something, I literally have to pee 3 minutes later. I pee so much. Also, bags under the eyes, lack of strength, restricted urine flow. All right, Lisa, are you able to get onto any of the herbal stuff? Because I really am just feeling like that might really be something that would help you with a lot. My body needs so much help. Yeah, girl. Well, listen, all of us do, all of ours. I'm sitting over here with cancer for 9 years. My body needs a lot of help too. And I'm not worried about it because I know that this is what I'm going to be doing. How long is it going to take to heal? I don't know. Does it matter? No, not really, because this is all I'm going to do until I am healed. And you know what I'm going to do after I'm healed? I'm going to keep doing the thing that healed me, because I never want to go back to that old way of being where I was just carelessly putting stuff in my body and just carelessly letting doctors cut body parts out. I'm done with that, So yeah. Yes, absorption problem for sure. How do you print them? Well, what you can do, Shailesh, I'm gonna set them up so that they're gonna fit right onto a phone, a phone. So you can just take a screenshot of them on your phone. How do you print them from that? I don't know. You can go to you don't even need to print them. You can just save them on your phone. Who prints stuff out, really? I mean, you can print it. You can send them a link to my Instagram page where it will have all of these, but you can go to Staples, I guess, and print them out. I don't know. Fruits, melons, and berries. Yahoo! Fruits, melons, and berries, says Cheryl, says Carrie, says David. Fruits, melons, and berries. Yeah, man. It's our mantra here at the Real Juicy Detox. Wow, I felt that. Thanks. I borrowed it. Take it all. Borrow my belief. You can have it all. Anytime you're a little down and I'm not online, send me a private message on Facebook Messenger or DM me on Instagram and say, hey, Berns, need a little belief. Can I borrow some? You can have it all. Come to the Real Juicy Detox group page because there's so much belief in there. Hey, I'm feeling a little low today. I need to borrow some belief. Anybody have any belief I can borrow? People will be showering you with belief there. Trust me. Rachel says fruits, melons, and berries. Yes, girl. Shailesh, I took pictures and will print from them. Yes, you can do that. Add a Facebook group also, please. Add the video to the Facebook group, please. I will. I'm starting to do that now after every single class. I'm actually adding it from the YouTube link, and I'm also adding it as a topic. There's a topic called Facebook Live videos now, should show up at the top of the group page. I could check everything off this list, says Amy, but feeling great and excited about staying on board. That's the thing, right? It's like initially it's like, oh, dang. Oh, it's heartbreaking because it's like, I didn't realize I was that messed up, Berns. A little oblivion would be a little blissful right about now. No, ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is more pain. So you need to be aware first and foremost, and then you need to get excited about doing this. I'm getting thirsty. Haha, making grapefruit juice. Awesome. I know you love the ruby red. What is your Instagram name on Berns? What is your Instagram name? The Real Juicy Detox. I have an Instagram page, Berns Bedard, as well, but I haven't really used that. I when I started this juicing lifestyle, I started a brand new page. And if you go to Instagram and search for The Real Juicy Detox, all one word, you will find me there. And it's also linked in the description of this video on YouTube, Cheryl, so you can check that out. Hey there, Dee. Dee in the house. Welcome to class, my friend. How are you? I'm so glad that you are here. So good to have you in class. So glad, so glad. Welcome, 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 everybody. Let's give all of our new class members a big, juicy welcome. We've got Dee, we've got Lauren, and anybody else who is watching. We've got Dyke. Anybody who is here and you're brand new, let us know. Brenda, we want to give you guys all a big, juicy detox welcome, welcome, welcome. Amy says, just spoke to my hubby. He's at work. Today is Amy's husband's first day. He wanted orange juice today instead of his typical lunch. He's loving the orange juice today instead of his sandwich. Way to go. I love that. He says, oh my God, it's so good. I seriously can't believe it, guys. I know, Amy. I'm telling you, become the living example of this truth, and you will be amazed at who just naturally gravitates to this. This is incredible. The man only eats meat and potatoes and bread, his Croatian diet. Well, you know, my Croatian man is fully into this raw lifestyle. No meat since June, what was Father's Day? June 21st, 2020, right? And he is straight up as Croatian as it gets, babe. Let me tell you. Barbecue master, the cevapi on the barbecue. Yeah, he was well known for his barbecue. And so glad to hear this about your man. Oh my gosh. Hi, Dee, says Amy. Welcome, newbies. Glad you are here. Yeah, we are so glad. Welcome aboard, newbies. Okay, let's keep going because we've got 2 more slides to go. This is so much fun. I'm so glad you guys are loving this. So, respiratory system. We are looking at bronchitis, asthma, COPD, emphysema, pneumonia. Pain or difficulty breathing, pain, difficulty taking deep breaths, collapsed lung, left or right, frequent cough, color of mucus expectorated from clear, yellow, green to brown and black. Obviously, the darker, the more up that level it goes, the more, congestion that you have going on. Do you use a nebulizer, an inhaler? What is your oxygen saturation level, if you know that? Have you been diagnosed with lung cancer? Are you a smoker? And if so, how much do you smoke? Let's see what the comments are. Okay, good. Hold on. Let me just see. Okay, so Lisa says, yes, I'm on the first kit and I added lymph node 1 and pancreas. Awesome. And adrenal support to it. Excellent. I'm basically almost done with the bottles. The adrenal support is most definitely helping with having energy. Beautiful. Get onto kit number 2. All right, get onto kit number 2 because they're graduated. They're graduated. He changes up the formulas inside of, he changes up, I think it's kidney 2, 1, and 3 for kit number 1. And then for kit number 2, it'll be numbers 2 and 4, that kind of thing. So definitely keep going with that, Lisa, because it sounds like you can really, really benefit. I know I often think of Dali, often hoping Tom follows in his footsteps. Well, he is. Listen, it happens one juice at a time, babe. It absolutely does. He's becoming more open to it. He's feeling better on it. Ask Alex, Ashlyn's husband. Alex is on board, and he was resistant at first. Ron, I think, was a little resistant. When I heard that Ron was going to do 40 days of raw, I just about almost fell off my seat. I was like, what? Wait, what? Our Ron? Our beautiful Ron? Oh my God, really? I was so blown away. So you love people where they're at, you support them, you encourage them, you offer them the juices, and then you just sit back and you see if and when it's going to start resonating with them. Yes, Lisa, ding, 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 ding. I love my bell. Straight up, it's actually a school bell. I love it. I'm a teacher. I gotta have a bell. Hi, Dee, says Lisa, says Lila. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Dyke, says Lila. So good. Such a great group. Frequent cough due to lung disease. Cough up clear mucus constantly. Now on the 3-lung tea and the tincture. Former smoker, social smoker in the past. Yeah. 6 years reformed smoker. Good for you, babe. Brenda says, thank you for the welcome, but I'm not necessarily new. I've been to class before, but I just haven't been to class for about a month or more now. Have you commented in class? Is it just that your profile picture has changed? Brenda, so glad. But is this your first time commenting today, though? Because, usually I can remember a name and a profile picture. But hey, welcome back to class. It's so good to have you here. Lila has experienced or is experiencing difficulty taking deep breaths. Ron thought this entire thing was ridiculous for the longest time. And look at him now. Wow. Any advice for a type 2 diabetic? The best advice that I will tell you that I would recommend is to go to this website right here, rawfigs.com. First of all, this is a site where one of Dr. Morse's students has put together indexed videos of his previous work, videos on YouTube. I would go in there and type in type 2 diabetic and then see what the videos are that drop down. But yes, it's the same. You have to be really careful about regulating and monitoring your blood sugars, because as you go on a fruit protocol, your blood sugars are going to normalize. And if you're still taking your insulin or your diabetic medicine to keep your blood sugars at a certain level, you might go into a little bit of hyperglycemia. So you still have to monitor very carefully, but a lot of our diabetics are able to come down off of their diabetes medicine and heal their bodies with this protocol. So the protocol is the same, right? You might need to work with a one-on-one a little bit with a detox specialist. You're going to need to do a little bit of research, if not working with a one-on-one specialist such as myself, to help guide you through the process. But it's easy to figure out. It's really easy to figure out. Go and check out what he has to say on the subject so that you can get more specific answers. But the long and the short of it is that the advice for type 2 diabetics is stop eating the acid-forming food that created the sugar metabolism issues in the first place. Get on the fruits, because that is what is going to heal you of this diabetes. Stop listening to the propaganda and the lies that fruit sugar and that fruits are bad and that cause diabetes. That is categorically wrong. You can also check out my video that I did in the masterclass playlist, linked in the YouTube description of this video. I'll post that in our Facebook group shortly. But you want to look and see on the masterclass playlist that's titled Sugar and Complex Carbohydrates. Go and check that one out. Asthmatic since I was a teenager. Yeah, so some of these things are long-standing. Yes, today, but not before. Awesome. Haven't changed photo either. It's okay. It's been a while. Welcome back to class. Welcome back. Dee, you're welcome. You're so welcome. I think we've got one more slide to do, you guys. What a great class. Can we just all give ourselves a pat on the back? If you've been in here, let me know in the comments. Have you guys been here for the whole class? Let me know in the comments. I just want to commend you. This has been 2 hours and almost 40 minutes so far. And you guys have been amazing, interactive, supportive of each other, celebrating yourselves, stopping for a minute and to think and to just do a little body scan on yourself, to ask yourself these questions, coming to terms with what we've done to ourselves and being open to doing this as your protocol to heal these things. Amazing. Super proud of all of you. You're doing it. The first step is the awareness. The second step is the practice of what we're doing. We're putting this in this information into our bodies, first with the slides, like the slides, and then really assimilating and really letting it all marinate inside. There's no other way to really explain it. Just letting it all marinate, Awesome. David has been here the whole class. Nice. I'll listen to the replay. Just got here. Hey, Kat. Oh my gosh. Kat, I think you sent me a message on Messenger, right? You did. I'm sorry. I haven't had time to read it all. I just quickly went in to see who was messaging, make sure the sky wasn't falling too much for anybody, but I need to go back and read that, which I will today. So glad that you're here. I've been here the whole time, says Niece, and I'm loving this class. I'm so glad I know what I need to heal. Yes, that is so good. Yes, here for the whole class and taking notes. Awesome, awesome, Doris. Dawn says, I've been here since 9:20. Not bad for a girl at work. Shh, I won't tell anybody. Yes, I've been enjoying all of this. I've read Dr. Morse's book and have seen this questionnaire, but it's so much better with you, Berns, and the group. Awesome. Good. I'm glad that it's helping. Still here, Rockstar. Yes, my friend. Here since 9:07. You guys are awesome. Yes, I did. I will go back and read that, Kat. Thank you. And Carrie says, been here the whole class. You guys are rock stars, all of you, not just Ruiz. So many amazing kids in the class. Okay, so let's look at the final one, because we know that it's not just about the toxins that we experience of what we knowingly put in our body in the form of food. It's also the other environmental toxins that we might be exposed to that we need to look at. So, for example, have you had exposure to nuclear waste, byproducts of nuclear waste, heavy metals, toxic chemicals? Well, for sure I have. For sure I have. Heavy metals in those CT scans is undeniable. In fact, when they shoot the contrast dye solution into you when you're having a CT scan, one of the big immediate reactions, besides the fact that it literally maps out your entire cardiovascular system, you can just feel it. You become one of those posters, that show all of the transparent dude with all of you can feel that thing coursing through the veins. But one of the biggest sensations you have is you have this full metal mouth. It's like you just jammed in a whole handful of metal shavings into your mouth. It tastes like metal. Crazy. Exposure to toxic substances such as asbestos or coal mines. Let me know if you guys have experienced any of these. This is our last slide, by the way. How many treatments of chemotherapy or radiation? 5 years worth for me, daily chemotherapy. And look, here I am, all healing my body. So don't give up. Don't give up hope. This is what you need to heal the body. Have you received the standard vaccinations? I have. Not the recent ones, because I ain't doing any of that shit. Nope. Have you received vaccinations for traveling to foreign countries? No, I have not. Have you received a flu shot? Never have I received a flu shot. I knew that was a bunch of BS from the beginning. Have you ever used recreational drugs? Yes, I have. But, marijuana, cannabis. I have not done any heavy, hardcore drugs, but a lot of people have. And listen, there's no judgment around that. We all have our experiences, right? And then please list any of the recreational drugs that you have used. So, a lot of us can relate to all of these things, right? How many of us grew up in the 70s and 80s and got the good old vaccination, the good old booster shot? Can you see mine? There it is, right there. I still have the little scar on my shoulder. Some people have a really big scar. That was definitely, you can tell what era that you were raised in if you have that scar on your shoulder from whatever that thing was. Whichever vaccine that was, I don't remember. Heavy metals from CT scan, have received standard vaccinations and received the flu shot out of ignorance and never will again. Yeah, man, we don't know what we don't know. Now that you know, you do better, I have that scar too. Yeah. Man, my body is so jacked up. I have a lot of work to do. Oh, girl, don't we all? I'm jacked up. Listen, like I said, most of those things I check off on that box. That's why it's like, whoa, this can feel so overwhelming. But at least we're doing the work to get unjacked up. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the work. We're getting it done. Here since the beginning, loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. Oh my gosh, I have loved every minute of this as well. That is the end of our class for today. That is the end of our slides. I will have this video put into the masterclass playlist. I will retitle it as Detox 104, the health questionnaire, because I really feel that if we can understand what these different symptoms are pointing to in our body, number one, we can start really taking our health a little bit more seriously. You know, when you start realizing the enormity of it and what things can lead to down the line if left unchecked, hopefully this inspires you to keep going. It definitely inspires me to keep going. Also was definitely nerve-wracking when I first found out about it, because it was like, I'm fucked. Shit. What am I going to do? Is this really going to work? Can I really heal all of these things in my body? And I'm here to tell you that yes, you can. Borrow my belief. If you don't believe it for now, that's okay. If you want to believe it, but you know you don't really believe it, that's okay. It takes a while. Do the work, clean out your body, go and watch Detox 101 and Detox 102, and my juice is warm now. It's been sitting on my laptop, which is also warm. That wasn't too smart. That's okay. Get your juice in. Follow the protocol. Diet first. It's always diet first. Every single protocol. Diet comes first. Fresh living food, preferably high fruit, because that is where the electricity lies. That is where the detox lies. That is where everything for our healing lies. When we want to come off of the fruit for a little bit of the fruit juice cleanse, keep it, stick with as much raw as you can. And if you're going to have any cooked food, make sure to make it cooked alkaline food. These are topics that we talk about all the time. These are things that we have here so that we can heal our body, get out of this trap of being afraid of our symptoms and thinking, oh my God, the sky is falling. Now another symptom is showing up and oh my God, the sky is falling. No, your body is just trying to tell you where you need to focus so that you can heal. So let's get this done together, you guys. Thank you, Berns. Oh, you're so welcome, Cheryl. I love you so much. I love you guys. I love you too, Amy. Have a beautiful day. Get on the pineapple savory juice, people. Isn't that the best juice ever? It is so good drinking it now. I cannot wait. I'm actually going to get some celery juice. I'm going to turn this into my green juice. And for anybody who wants to know, not green juice, for anybody who wants to know that pineapple savory juice, you can also make it with orange juice. I do 3 English cucumbers and the balance with fruit juice. So this is usually the cucumber juice level, and then I top it up with orange juice or pineapple juice. In that juicer, you also want to juice 2 cloves of preferably organic garlic, a piece of jalapeno pepper, and a nice handful of cilantro. And then add a couple of tablespoons of maple syrup if you want. And oh my God, it's like drinking the best salad dressing ever without it being like too much in your mouth. You know what I mean? Have that game changer, lifesaver for me on this cleanse. Very informative class. Going to watch again. Thanks, Berns. You're so welcome, babe. I love you so much. Berns, you rock. Thank you. Oh, Lisa, I love you so much. Thank you, babe. Great class. Hey, Amy and Rockstar. Yes, indeed. Old friends coming together. I love you guys so much. Share this out with anybody that you feel might benefit from it. I don't care where that is, if that's a private message or on your Facebook page. Share it from the YouTube channel, though, and share it in give me half an hour. All right, half an hour from now, if you're watching it live, I need to change up the title so that it's properly titled with Detox 104, the health questionnaire. I love you guys so much. I'm going to run. See you in the morning. I will see you. I love you all so much. Have a great day. It's Friday. Tomorrow's class, same bat time, same No, different bat time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday morning, tomorrow, if you're watching this on the live, and I will see you all